Happy 14 months, congrats on the win. Oh hi. Four months, let's go. Congrats on your victory. My queen. "20 months? Man, how the time flies. All the love, thanks for all you do, and shouts out to all you cuties in chat." Congrats on the win, Mom. "11 months. All for our number 3 queen."
Been having a terrible day, so I'm glad to see you, sunshine. Thank you for all you do.
PP less than 3 IC underscore an. One year omg, you the best Alluux, Devar 18.
Cello! Cello! Whoa, 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 whoa! How's everybody doing? This lovely Monday. Everyone's favorite day, right? Everyone loves Mondays. Or so I've been told. I've been told that people love Mondays, right? That's a thing. Congrats on 3rd place. Thank you! I can't lift my arms. I don't think you guys understand how sore I am today. Tubba tubba le Memorial Monday. Le Memorial. Oh yeah, you guys have vacations today. People that work like 9 to 5s, do you have today off? Congrats on doing your best. I tried so hard for y'all. You guys don't even know. I pushed it way. Here's my limit. Here's where I was. And then I went here. And then I went way here. I was just like, when you guys voted me back in, I was like, I was still out of breath. The entirety of the knee board, wake board session, I was still out of breath. And then I found out that you guys voted me back in. I was like, what? What do you mean? How did I get back in out of everybody? I'm like, what? I was so confused. Y'all like exhausted on the floats. It was so hard. Like, I don't think you guys understand. I've never been this sore in my life. I literally have never been this sore. Like, trying to do anything is really painful, especially, you know, I'm still recovering from COVID. I don't have it anymore, but my lung capacity and my breathing is still very labored. So doing this was like, I don't even know how I managed, because the thought of it right now, I tried to get something from the car and pull myself up over the seat to see the passenger side, and I couldn't. I was like, no, I cannot. Tommy Soy, thank you for the tier 1. I appreciate the new people in chat. If you're here from Streamer Royale, hello. My name is Alluux. My body hurts, and I blame all of you. Chilling. But we're gonna talk about a little bit about Streamer Royale, just a wee bit, just a little tiny, just this much, and then we're gonna do some. Am I the asshole? Chelsea, thank you for the 10. Hi, Daniel.
Panzerotti combines pizza and pastry into a crispy, mouth-watering meal or appetizer.
Bro,
the
stop.
fillings can be customized with your favorite pizza toppings, but this traditional tomato and mozzarella pastry can easily become an Italian kitchen staple.
Why do you torture me like this? I cannot get Panzerottis here. Thank you, Chelsea, for the 10 gifted subs.
Proud of you.
Becca,
Hope
thank you for
got
gifting
to
a
eat some
sub.
yummy barbecue
And Hydro
today.
Blake, thank you for
Couch
the
beanie.
5. I didn't get to watch live often, but I love your content so much. Congrats on Streamer Royale. Try not to die. I am very much trying not to die. Thank you so much, Tommy. I appreciate
Great
that.
job at Streamer Royale,
and I appreciate the people that
Sahara
are still watching, even though they can't watch live. The people that are supporting the YouTube, seriously, shout out to you guys. We're actually becoming like a legitimate YouTube channel. Have you noticed
14
that?
months.
We have like a real life channel.
Streamer Royale.
Thank you. You look so good out there. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Legitimate? Yeah. Legitimate YouTube. I'm almost at 30,000 followers. So, or 30,000 subscribers on YouTube. If you haven't already, please just go subscribe to the YouTube. It's free. It does nothing for you, but everything for me. It helps us push more videos out. It helps me pay my editors and my thumbnail artist. So if you haven't already, go subscribe. We're 1,000 away from 30K, so I would appreciate that. I'm really, really trying to hit 100K by the end of the year so we can get a shiny plaque. And that would be like all of our plaque together. We will share the plaque. Can't subscribe again unless I unsub and resub immediately. I've been so beat from work in grass season, and I missed multiple of your Wobby streams, and I feel bad. Don't feel bad, bro, Snoham. Jeez. Go watch the YouTube when you can. Like, go to the bathroom for a little bit, extra 5 minutes, you know, just a little click, a little watch, a little comment, a little, you know. There she is, our champion. I'm still out of breath.
Plus 3 months.
Oh my goodness. It's so badass seeing 15,000 views on a video that's only been out for 2 days. I know. It's really exciting. It's really exciting.
16 months.
My cough is somehow worse today. I don't know. I think I pushed myself a little too far. Everything hurts. Everything really, really hurts. Can we see your nails? Oh, Not that close. They got blue tips. They made them too long. But I mean, I generally say go easy on yourself post-COVID. I know. I'm supposed to kind of go easy. But okay, here's the thing, right?
On making it in third BTW.
Thank you! Timber wants a hug. Thank you for the 17 months. Clank Ratchet 7. Thank you for the 14 months. Shane Man, thank you for gifting a sub. Very Vanessa, thank you for the 9 months. Sketchy Keys, thank you for the 40 months. Thank you for the 16 months. Violet Sakura. Appreciate it. You crushed it. Are you feeling rested after all the travel? No. Not at all. Not at all. My sleep schedule's all fucked up, so I got up way too early today because I'm still on that EST time. But I have some, like, some exciting things that I want to share with you guys. We're talking about Streamer Royale. I'll tell you some exciting things that we have going on. And then we're going to do some content. We're going to do some more of the asshole content, because you like that one. It seems to be, Am I the Asshole and You Drink, You Cringe are the two most popular segments on YouTube right now. If you guys have any suggestions of things that you'd like to see that are similar to those, or something that might not be similar but you think might be popular, shoot me a message, because I'm looking for new segments and new things that you guys would like to see. My Twitch has very much become almost like a little mini podcast with y'all, which I've really been enjoying. It's really helping me not burn out from content, having a little bit more pre-planned and having it a little bit different every week. But yeah, I'm thank you guys for supporting, like, genuinely. I'm gonna get emotional. What the heck? Hello? Okay, listen. I feel like this year has been a lot of growth, and I feel like end stream? What do you mean end stream? Listen. This year I feel like we've definitely got a lot of really cool opportunities as my own individual streamer, which has been really cool ever since Streamer Awards. I'm really thankful to Cutie for involving me in a lot of stuff. It's definitely helped me get my name out there as an individual person, instead of just going and supporting Wubby, which I still love to do. But good stream. Who we rating? Yeah, we're ending now. Hey, see you later, guys. It is what it is. Peace out. But yeah, so 2022 has been great, and the amount of stuff that me and Wubby are getting invited to is really fucking cool. And being in an event where we were both in it and we both got to compete against each other was also really cool. I found out that I was going to be in the event very casually as we were getting on the plane. As we were getting on the private jet, Amaranth was like, oh, we had someone drop out. Do you want to be in it? I'm like, sure. And that was the only thing that was said. She's like, oh, do you want to be in it? I'm like, yeah, sure. But then there was nothing else said, so I'm like, I guess I'm officially in it? Like, am I, like, in it? I get there, and they're giving me my jersey and stuff. I'm like, oh, I'm, like, in it. I'm like, okay, cool. I've been, fresh off COVID for a few weeks now, and, I haven't been to the gym a single time, could barely breathe, but this is gonna be great. Everything's gonna be great. It's gonna be so great, Might as well fucking send it. So, yeah, we sent it, and, I really just didn't want to be out in the first event. Guys, I don't think you guys understand. I'm gonna try to come out with a vlog for this event. I have vlogged the last 3 things I've gone to, but we haven't had something enough to put out yet. So I'm gonna send all my stuff to Macau, and we're gonna see. Maybe we'll have a vlog of behind the scenes of this one. We'll see. We're gonna try. We'll get there one day. But I just haven't found, our groove with the vlogs yet. we haven't nailed down the way I want it to look yet, and how much stuff that I'm giving to Macau to be able to get him to get there. No more vertical video. There's been a couple times where I'm like, oh shit. So no more vertical video. But yeah, the first vlog I did, I filmed everything vertically, which was, anyways. So yeah, so I get there for the event, and they're like, okay, let's bring you guys and show you guys what you're gonna be doing. They bring us to the first event. They're like, so ladies is actually going to start with a 1v1. Already panicking. Okay, a 1v1. I'm looking around. I'm like, okay, all of these women are fit as fuck. Maybe I could take Miko because I'm so much bigger than her. That's like my only shot. So I'm looking around. I'm like, okay, okay. And then they show us the event, and they say, so the first event for the ladies, 1v1. Foam party pit. And I look around and all the Fansly stuff everywhere. I'm like, okay. And I look at the women and I'm like, okay, I shouldn't be here. I should not be here. This is why I wasn't invited. And then what really sealed the deal is when we got to our outfits. We got to our outfits and it's the most skin tight, long sleeve, pink shirt I've ever seen in my life and underwear. It's literally underwear. And I'm like, I turned to Wubby and I'm like, haha, I'm just like, oh, thank you. I turned to Wubby, I'm like, I'm panicking. I can't wear this on stream. I don't know what to do. They're telling me I can't have any shoes, no socks. I just have my toes out. I am like full on having a panic attack. And then I'm like, I can't wear these. I'm like, everything's just hanging out. I don't even think I've shown bare feet on stream before. And he's like, it's okay. Just calm down. Just, you know, just vibe. Just vibe. Don't be that one that's like freaking out. I'm like, I can vibe. And then, as you guys know, we know Jacob and we know, you know, a bunch of people from the crew. One person being Rachel, and Rachel saw me. She goes, hey. I'm like, hey. I'm panicking. And we had a little chat. So she went and she stole me some men's shorts. So she stole me, the ones I was wearing were the men's shorts. How were they still so short? How were they still so short? Guys, I don't understand. So I wore them on top of my tiny underwear shorts. And they're not called longs. Okay, shut the fuck up, Ben. So, yeah, they were small. What? Yeah. So, yeah, the outfit, I completely panicked. But then, you know, we get to the first event, and I got to meet so many really great people. There's so many really kind people that I got to talk to. One person, Kristen, which is Kitty Plays. She was so sweet. She did my hair for me, so I had the French braids, and I was like, okay, I'm vibing. Then they gave us our goggles. I'm like, we look so fucking stupid. So I'm like, you know what? At this point, I'm just gonna embrace it. I'm just gonna be, you know, beast mode, gonna go all in, and that's what I did. So from that moment on, I just was like, you know what? It is what it is, you know? So I just kind of had fun with it. I'll just down a little bit. Why are you getting so loud? But yeah, so it was a really good time. The first event, I'm like, I just don't want to be up against Minx. I knew that she was hungover. I'm like, oh, I just want to be up against Minx. Not realizing how fucking jacked and Terminator Meowry is. Jenna is so cracked. So my very first event was versus her. And there was so much foam. I don't think you guys understand. Can we change my title to talking about Streamer Royale? Something? Just until we start Am I the Asshole? So I'm against Meowry, Jenna. And we start. And I'm realizing you can't breathe in this pit. You cannot breathe in this pit. It's literally, like, I don't think I can explain it to you guys enough, because even Kitty was like, yeah, you guys can't breathe. Try to, like, come up for air. I'm like, oh, this is gonna be so easy. I can figure this out. Just make sure that you hold your breath, and until you come up, get away from the soap, and you're fine. But it sticks everywhere, and you can't get it away from your mouth before you breathe again. It's literally like you're diving into water and swimming, and then trying to get back up above it. It burned so bad. I couldn't breathe. I started having a coughing fit when we first started. I'm like, this is it. I'm like, literally, COVID, take me now. I'm just gonna lay at the bottom of this thing. But then I kind of like got my composure back. But when I first started coughing, I'm like, I'm gonna throw up in this pit. I'm gonna throw up, and that's gonna be my legacy. Getting out in the very first round, throwing up in the pit, and then just being on live stream fail for the next fucking 2 months. That's gonna be my legacy in this event. So now I'm panicking, and I'm going to like overdrive, and I can't find a single fucking flag. I was going so hard, I couldn't find anything. There was nothing on my side, and she just kept bringing out more and more flags. I'm like, I'm done. So then I lost to her, and I was like, well, fuck, this sucks. And then, you know, as we're going, I'm realizing, so Miko got paired with Minx. And then I got paired with Peach. And right before we start, I look in the pit, I'm like, okay, I can see flags. And there's also not that much foam right now. It's pretty low. So I'm like, I think I can do this. So I realized pretty quickly that all of the flags had kind of like hit the water and like spread to each side of the pit. So there was like groupings of flags just like along the sides at this point. No one stood a chance against Jenna. Bro, I know. I didn't realize how much of a tank she was then when I lost her the first time. But oh my god, that obstacle course run, I can't even watch clips or watch it because it's so just it's just too much for me. It's too much. It was too much. But you scooting your feet was adorable. Well, it's you can kind of feel like if you really scoot them, you can feel the flag kind of hit it. The consistency of the flag felt the same as the bottom of the pit. So unless you really got in there, you would just scoot right over them. So you had to like really like push your toes to try to like pull up the flags. So I'm like, I'm doing it. I think I'm gonna win. I'm like, I think I'm getting these flags. I think I'm gonna beat Peach. And I see her kind of putting some in. I'm like, no, I think I beat her. I think I beat her. And then when I look over and I'm seeing how many flags they're pulling out of her goddamn bucket, I was like, it's done. It's over. I'm out in the first round and it's over. And I've disappointed everyone. That's all I can think of. I'm like, I just wanted to get past the very first one. That's it. That's all I wanted. And then they kept counting and counting. I'm like, oh my god. And then I'm like, and then I heard it's a tie. I was like, for the love of God, please don't be a tie. Please don't tell me I need to go back in this fucking pit. I'm going to cry. I'm going to fucking cry if I have to be put back in this goddamn pit. A tie is probably the worst thing that could happen right now. And then I found out that I won by one single flag. I got that one last flag in right at the very end. Wasn't the machine called Foam Daddy? Yes. Yes, it was. Yes, it was. It was Foam Daddy. It was me versus the Foam Daddy. Not even me versus Peach. So I got it by one single flag. I was like, okay. Got it. So I'm like, okay, first round down. And then it was the ropes. And I'm like, I think I'm going to do decent on the ropes. I'm like, I'm not athletic like these people. I need to think strategically. So I'm like, I want to go last. So I'm in the last group. And I'm watching every single group go. And I'm trying to figure out the best path around where the other competitors are going. So I'm talking to Alinity and I'm trying to listen to what they're saying and where they're gonna go. So I'm trying to plan around and look where their path's gonna be. And I think that's what got me the win, because I was so analytical instead of being so hyper focused on the actual events themselves. Obviously I didn't want to do anything super hard. I wanted to keep it fairly easy. The flag points were really complicated. The only ones I really knew that I needed to win were those two black ones on the very bottom. So me and Alinity were kind of going back and forth. She's like, no, I'm starting there. I'm like, no, I'm starting there. And then we eventually got to a point where I'm like, I'm gonna go this way, you go this way. And she's like, I'm fast. I think I'm gonna beat you. But I was like, she has to do two before I have to do one. I'm like, she's really underestimating how fast I can move. So I'm like, yeah, I think you could beat me too. And that's what got me those two black flags, because we both started here. She went through this way to do this event, and I went right to it, and I got both of the black flags. So I think it was the strategy and people underestimating how decently I could do on this that got me the win in this event. Here's the problem, right? I wanted to do really well on this event, and I wanted to have a lot of points on this event. One, no idea the difference between the red flags and the orange flags. One was worth 1 point, one was worth 2 points. But it's like impossible to differentiate between the two flags once you're up there. You can't even see until you're like at the flag. So I was just like, as many as I could do in as little movements and doing as little objectives as possible that have no flags. I even went to one that I thought had a flag on it because it looked like it had a flag, but then it didn't. I was like, fuck, I'm screwed. But yeah, here's the problem. I wanted to get the top score in the obstacle course. I don't know if you guys know this, but I was the 4th highest point earning in that event. I believe it was Aiden, Kitty Plays, and then it was Nikki with 21 points, and then me with 20 points. I believe that's what it was. I think it was 26, 25, 21, and 20. And I was like, yes. I'm like, I was really happy with that, but then I was like, I don't want to do the next event. I didn't want to do the next event. And I was just like, maybe it'll be me against Nikki. And we're a little bit more even. But here's what you guys don't realize at home, right? They plan for these people to do one event, and then there's time in between. One event, then there's time in between. One event, there's a time in. They didn't account for my losing ass being in every single loser's bracket. You know, they weren't expecting me to go and then do a loser's bracket and then do the high ropes and then go right into a race and then a loser's bracket. I'm like, I'm going to die. I am literally going to die. I could not breathe at all. I literally, the worst part is I finished the ropes and I ran to the bathroom because I'm like, I have to go to the bathroom. And then I'm in the bathroom and I hear somebody go, Alex, they're looking for you. They need you right now. I'm like, are you kidding me? So then I sprint. The bathroom's like way the fuck over here. The event's way over here. I sprint. I get there and they're like, okay, time to go. What do you mean? And they're like, yeah, you're against Meowry. What do you mean? What do you mean? And I'm like panicking. I'm like, I don't know. I didn't even get to see any of the men run the event. I have no idea what the event looks like. I haven't like strategized anything. I'm so out of breath. I'm literally dying. And they're like, yeah, now run this. And probably my absolute worst fear came true with this. First of all, it's against Meowry. So she's fucking Terminator like just over every single obstacle. Doesn't even need to touch her fucking feet. Just throwing herself through the entire fucking thing. And then I get to the first thing and I jump into a puddle. There's like a whole puddle in there and my legs are soaked and I'm trying to get it up it, but I'm so wet that I'm just fully slipping off the rubber and I can't get myself over it. I'm like, there's a puddle. What do I do? And I'm just standing there and I hear a horn go off. I was like, oh, is that because they're going to get the water? And they're like, oh no, Meowry has finished the entire course. And I'm literally at the first stage and I'm like, what? What do you mean she's done the entire fucking course? The pity. No, she finished the whole thing. There was no pity. They literally had no pity. I was talking directly to the cameraman and he was just laughing at me. He was just looking at me laughing. He was like, I don't know. He didn't know what to do. I'm like, help. I'm sitting there like, please someone help me. Oh my God, she on X Games mode. I'm like, this is fucking bullshit. So then I finished it. I'm like, thank God I'm done. I'm so finished. And they're like, no, you have to go against her one more time. I'm like, why? Did you see her? Why? Why do I have to do that again? So then I have to go against her again. And I'm like, do I even try? I'm like, I'm so exhausted. There's no way in any universe I'm beating this woman. She's so fucking jacked. If you guys have not seen Jenna, she is an absolute Terminator of a woman. Go to her Twitter. Look, she's got muscles bigger than my whole fucking head. To be fair, it was content. She's fucking ripped. And I think she was the most in shape woman at the event. She was just fucking jacked. And the worst part, I think the worst part is after I did it, and I'm literally dying, and I can't breathe, and I see her, and she's just like, oh, we have to go again? Oh, okay. I'm just like, what are you? Do you breathe oxygen? I don't even know. I was still out of breath from the foam, like 3 events ago. Like, I was just still struggling. So I'm like, this sucks. I'm like, I really don't want to do this. I'm like, please, just the gods, let me get over the first hump. Which, I did. Thank God I didn't get stuck there again. I thought I was just gonna run it again. I was gonna get stuck there again and just sit there and be like, I'm gonna kill myself. She built different. She literally built different. Okay, hold on. I just realized that I don't have my alerts on. I'm so sorry. Rizzoli, they give it 16 months. Philosopher, they give it 3 months. Aqua Melody, they give it 13 months. NY Texan, they give it 15 months. Fitzka, they give it 37 months. Whoa, dude, you're a badass. Just saying proud to call you a friend. Oh, that's so sweet. Fitz, don't say shit like that. I'm too emotional right now. Sam, thank you for 43 months. Wow, 43 months of amazing content. I'm so proud of seeing where you've come from, the community you've grown. You're just an amazing personality gifted to all the viewers.
With Wubby.
Your friend Sam, P.S. I said to make you emotional because streamer cry. This is why I had to pause, because y'all stupid ugly. Ugly, 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 so ugly.
Wow, 43 months of amazing content, and
Stop
I'm so
it.
proud of seeing where you have come from and the community you have grown, and just your amazing
Oh my God,
personality
Sam, you're so
gifted
ugly.
to all the viewers. Gorlami. Your friend
Gorlami.
Sam, P.S. I said this to make you emotional because streamer cry pog.
God damn it. Ugly. I can't. You know what? I'm gonna pause them again after Fitz. This is why I had them paused. I'm realizing now.
A badass. Just saying proud to call you a friend less
God
than
damn
3.
it. God damn it, Fitz. I'm gonna pause these again because you ruined you ruined it for everyone. But what was I saying? Where was I? I cut myself off. I was talking about, so I finished 2 rounds with Meowry. She's jacked, whatever. So then I was like, thank fucking God this is over. Thank God. So I go to the far side of the event grounds and I sit on a picnic table with Wubby. I have a fan blowing on me. I can't breathe. I'm so out of breath. And I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, that was so embarrassing. I'm like, I wonder if everyone's just making fun of me in the Discord. So then I go to the Discord. I go to my Discord and I was looking, I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, I'm sure they're all just like laughing it up. And nobody was. They were all just like, oh my God, so proud, Alex. I was like, oh, yay. They're like, yeah, you got this. You're still in it. I'm like, what? They're like, yeah, you got this. You're up against you're up against Nikki and it's going to be great. I'm like, what? What do you mean? And they're like, losers bracket. I'm like, what? What do you mean? And then I look over and I see that they're looking for me and that Nikki's there. And now I have to run a fucking losers bracket. And I'm like, what? And I went up to her. I was like, Nikki, I'm like, it's Nihachi, right? I really hope I'm pronouncing her name right. She is, okay, first of all, she is one of the sweetest content creators I have met at any of these events. She is so fucking just sweet and kind and nice. And I felt so bad she had a broken finger. And, but yeah, she was absolutely just a total doll. Vixit. Oh, I see it. Thank you for gifting us up to Vixit. Oh, the event looked like a blast. It was. So she was just absolutely sweet. And I was like, I really don't want to do this. I'm really scared I'm not going to get over that first hump. And she's like, we got this. She's like, I'll make sure you get over it. We're going to get over it together. I won't go until you're over. I'm like, okay. I'm like, okay. But then I just like beast mode and I get over it. I'm like, oh my God, I made it. I'm like, should I keep going? I'm like, I guess I'll keep going. So I'm just going. And I'm like, I'm actually in the lead. I might actually win. And then I get to a point where I get out of a tunnel and there's water. There's water and soap. And I slide, and then there's 2 of the pieces of the inflatable were like attached by like a Velcro, but the Velcro was like up, and I fell in between the 2 pieces of the inflatable. So my leg went through it, and then I had to pull. She reached for you. I know she did. She wanted me to finish so bad, and my leg was like stuck in between, so I had to pull my leg out, and then I started pulling myself. I was like, oh my God. I make it to the wall. I get half up the wall. My body is shaking. I'm like this, and I'm everything in me trying to pull myself up, and I get to the point where I'm like, I can't do this. And then I see Nikki coming, and she's coming up. She's like, keep going. I'm like, I can't. I'm like, I made it this far, but I can't do it. There's this hump, and I'm like trying, and I'm like, I can't do it. And Nikki's at the top. She's like, Alex, come on. I'm like, go on without me. I'm like, you got this. And I was like, fuck, I can't do it. So then I just like got down. I was like, oh my God. But yeah, I was totally dead at that point. And I think that actually benefited me, because if I go on without me, I'm dying. I don't think you understand how intense it is in the moment. You have no fucking idea. The audio needs to make it to the highlight. I had no mic on. I took off the mic to go sit down because I thought I was done. I de-mic'd myself and I gave it back to the guy because I'm like, yeah, I'm done. So I think it was actually a godsend at that point, because I was so out of breath and I was so dead. The entirety of the kneeboard and the wakeboarding section, I was just trying to catch my breath. I was just so done and I was so tired. And then we find out, like, at this point, I'm like, okay, Wubby's gonna get back in. I'm like, I'm gonna support him. I'm probably gonna get a drink soon. It's all gonna be good. And then we find out, oh, they're actually going to bring back in 1 male and 1 female. And I'm like, okay. I'm like, maybe I have a shot. I'm looking at the chat. I'm like, maybe. And I'm like, okay, absolutely not. It's going to be Wubby and Minx. It's going to be Wubby and Minx coming back in. I have like a 1% chance, maybe, right? So then I'm talking to Wubby, and they're like, they come over and they tell Wubby, they're like, you can't drink yet because it's probably going to be you going back in. So just don't drink yet, because nobody can be drunk on this last event. Like, just for like, you know, liability reasons, you can't like drink. So I look at Wubby. I'm like, should I just start drinking? He's like, yeah, like, honestly, you probably aren't going to get back in. I'm like, yeah, probably not. I'm like, but if there's that very small chance, I'm gonna be so upset if I drink and then I have to get on this thing, I'm gonna vomit. I'm like, so maybe I'll just wait. He's like, okay, yeah, fair. Just wait. I'm like, okay. And Minx comes over to me. She goes, yeah, you're getting in. I was like, there's no way. I'm like, they're literally doing an ad for your merch right now. I'm like, there's no way that's not gonna be you and Wubby. And then we're sitting there. I'm about to like go get a drink because at this point I'm like, okay, it's pretty much guaranteed Minx. I don't know where you guys voted. I did not see the actual live votes. I don't know where that was. I didn't see any of it. But they come over and they're like, okay, Wubby and Alluux, you guys are back in. And my brain went, Wubby and Minx? And then she said, no, you're back in. And I'm sitting there like, what? What do you mean? What? And I'm like, okay. And I've caught my breath enough at this point that I was like, okay, I can do this. You're saying Minx wrong? What do you mean I'm saying Minx wrong? Oh, that's what I thought. I thought they said Minx. I heard Alluux, but I heard the X. I was like, did I mishear them? I'm like, did you say Minx? And they're like, no, Alluux. I was like, eh. So I don't think Wubby told you guys this on stream, but it was me, Wubby, who was it? It was me, Wubby, Meowry, Kitty Plays, and Critical. And we're all talking amongst ourselves. So we're like, okay, can we all just make, you know, a gentleman's agreement that we all just walk to the raft? We're so out of breath. Let's just walk and then we start. Are you guys cool with that? Walking through the water before we start? And I was like, yeah, okay, we can do that. We can do that. It's like, okay, cool. So we're all getting ready. And then we start walking and Kitty Plays and Meowry just, I was like, and I don't know if you guys caught this on the stream, but I'm literally yelling. I'm like, what happened to walking? I'm just screaming. I was like, are you kidding me? I was so upset. I'm like, I gotta move now. And I was just so pissed. And I planned it out. Again, I did the thing where I analyzed the whole thing and I'm looking where I should go. I'm like, okay, this is the quickest route. If I go this way and go this way, I see a black flag and I'm gonna go right for that one. It seems like I can get it fairly easily. I have to do one monkey bar, but if I hold on to the side, I think I can get it without having to actually go on the monkey bars. So I immediately go for that. I get to it. I get the flag. I start coming back and then I hear them say, competitors, just a reminder, the colors of the flags mean nothing. And I look around and I realize everyone's already been grabbing the closest, easiest ones. And I'm like, what? I got so fucked. Like, I would have completely planned differently if I knew that. But you should have started throwing hands like Wubby did. No way. Because if they threw hands on me, I'd drown. That's the difference, right? If I got hands laying on me and I wouldn't be able to get back up. I could barely move myself around this course. I don't think you guys understand. As a viewer, I don't think you guys understand how tremendously exhausted we were. I have never been that exhausted in my life. I don't think you know how physically demanding this day was. It was just, you have nothing left to give. You have nothing left to give. And I'm just like, okay, just trying to move, just trying to get to where I need to go. And I'm like, I know that I can't use these handles to climb myself back up on any part of this course. So I kept having to like see where like the step one was so I could walk back up. And I'm like, okay, I see a flag over there. If I jump off there, I can go through the water there and I can get back up there. So I kept having to like plan out how to get back up. And oh my God, I was trying, I did everything I could. And it was at the end, and I was like, there's a minute left. I'm like, I can't. And Wubby's like, I'm so done. Like, there's not even a point. You're not going to make another one. And I look, and I see a flag that isn't too far away. It's on the other side of the course, but it's like on the side of a wall. I don't know how much you guys saw, but it's on the side of a wall. And I'm like, I gotta just go for it. I just gotta go for it. So I went for it. And like in the last buzzer, I got it. And I was like, whew, okay, I got it. Made it back through to my bucket. And I was just like, I was so tired. I was like laying. And I remember Peach and like a bunch of people on the sidelines and like Jessica Negri. Oh my God, I fucking love this girl, honestly. I got to like, I've been a fan of her and her cosplay stuff for like years and years, like who hasn't been? And I got to meet her, and honestly, I hung out with her like the majority of the night. She was so fucking cool. Jessica is total bae. Total fucking bae. But they were all screaming, and they're like, and I got resurrected. I was like, I can do this. It like completely gave me my energy back. And I remember them telling me this later. Like every time we would cheer for you, we could see you just like, ooh, just like rise from the ashes. I'm like, yeah, Why was Jessica there? She was coming just to support the event. She's friends with a lot of people at the event. She's friends with Amaranth and like Peach and everybody. So she was there as like a +1 to come and like hang out and be a part of the event. And so she powered me up. Yeah, all of them did. And sorry for the cough. I'm trying to get around it, but whew. But so then I was like, yes. And then I like, at the very end, I'm like running off. I jump down. I go under the water. We're like getting to the shore. I come up and I'm like so tired. I see Wubby look at me and he does this. And I'm like, he goes, you're bleeding. I'm like, what? He's like, your nose is bleeding. And I touch my face and it's just blood, just all over my face. You guys didn't catch this on stream, but I was just gushing blood. And I'm like, oh, I'm covered in blood. I'm trying to like fix it. I'm like, can someone get me something? I didn't feel hurt or anything, but I think when I went under, I hit my nose ring. And because my nose ring is like kind of open on the inside, I think it just like cut the inside of my nose. And I was just like bleeding. So yeah, I literally came up from the water, just blood just rushing down. I was like, great. And it's everybody that's sitting there. They're all like, oh my God, are you okay? I'm like, I'm fine. I'm like, I don't feel anything. They're like, but you're bleeding. I'm like, I'm fine. I genuinely was fine. But, oh, it's a loud song. But yeah, I had no idea. Same, that's the worst. I was like, great. And they're like, you have to go over with slime to like, you know, for them to announce, you know, the first, second, and third place winners. I was like, hold on. And napkin, I have like a tissue like sticking out of my nose, just like, burp. I was like, okay, let me just, and then we're about to go and I'm like, Wubby, it was my nose still bloody? He goes, see that it's fine. I'm like literally just doing one of these with the Kleenex before we go live. And there's a gif of it somewhere, but they're announcing that the third, second, and first, whatever. And I'm there, I'm like, okay, it's definitely me and Wubby 4th and 5th. I'm like, maybe I beat Wubby. I'm like, so maybe I'm 4th, he's 5th. It's probably gonna go Meowry, Kitty, and then Critical. Or Swole Joel, whatever his name was. And then you can see the shock on my face when they are like, 3rd place, Alluux. I was like, what? Charlie really killed it. He crushed it. And I was like, oh shit, I got 3rd. Chat blew up. I was really excited that I got 3rd, honestly. I totally called it the 3 girls were gonna win. It was great. In the bag. I honestly think that Wubby pushing Joel into the center helped me get that 3rd place. So thank you, Wubby. I appreciate you. Chat went nuts. That's crazy. I didn't get to see any of the chat. Do you know who came in 4th? Actually, Wubby and Joel tied for 4th. They tied for 4th. Where's your medal? His name is Caleb? Oh, his name is Caleb? Then who's Swole Joel? Wubby is as an enforcer? Caleb. Okay. Okay, with the assist. That's Jacob. Hi, I'm Jacob. If he would put his flag in your basket, you would have won. Yeah, I know, but here's the thing, right? But then I wouldn't have known that I could have got 3rd on my own. Right? I feel like getting 3rd on my own is better, in my opinion, than feeling like I like cheated my way to 1st. If that makes sense. Because Meowry, like, they deserve that. They went through all of the events. They crushed them the entire time, and they were fucking jacked. Peak performance out of those 2 ladies. So I would rather get 3rd. To be fair, we both got voted in. Exactly. We got voted in. We both got voted in, so they deserved it all. It's totally true. 100%. 10 million %. You went through hell and earned 3rd. Exactly. And honestly, I wouldn't have been able to do that final event if I had stayed in after the race. So I'm so glad that I got to like skip 1. There was a second time that Wubby just went near Charlie and he just jumped in on his own. He went, yeah. Weren't the commentators saying like he's scared of Wubby? He's trying to get away from him. Got that vote in strat. Clever move. Listen, if I knew you guys were going to vote me out, I could have went out so much earlier. I would have saved my energy the entire day. Like a baby seal. Yes, that's what they said. Did you get to try the kneeboarding after the event ended? I could have. I was so gassed. There was no fucking way. I'm like, I don't know how these other ladies were doing the kneeboarding and the wakeboarding. They were climbing up on all, they were doing all the events, all the people that didn't get to, plus like Meowry. I was like, how are you able to do this? Are your muscles sore now? Are you okay? I am so fucking sore. Dressing myself is difficult. Lifting my arms hurts. Everything hurts so bad. So bad. Okay, but let me play the alerts. We thank y'all. Thank you guys for the subs. Anybody that's new here, I appreciate you. Thank you for stopping in. So gym tonight, I actually am going to the gym tonight, but I'm just gonna walk. I'm just gonna walk on the treadmill because did y'all stretch beforehand? A little bit, like a little itty bitty bit, but everything hurts so bad. I can't.
Never catch stream because of work, but hi. And congrats on Streamer Royale, Alluux. Smile good, shit Alluux.
Shit Alluux. But yeah, so actually let me pause one thing just so I can get a clean cut of this for YouTube. But yeah, so now we're gonna be doing some Am I the Asshole? Whee! Everybody's favorite segment. It's gonna be so fun. Oh my god, Sega Reagan. I want to yell, but like I don't have the energy to. But what the fuck? 50 subs? Really, bro? What the heck? Hey girl, hey! Thank you. Thank you for the 50 fucking subs. That's absolutely insane. Y'all are so supportive. I'm not gonna get emotional again, but yeah, it's just this year's just been absolutely insane, and it's really cool that, you know, it was really cool getting voted back in, honestly. It made me really emotional. And I appreciate you guys for doing that. I was very shocked that y'all got me back in. Hey, you missed me. But yeah, if you're new here, if you just got gifted a sub by Sega Reagan, make sure to say thank you. This person is going out of their way to pay for you to get our subs. So please at least just say thank you. You deserved it. Was the 5th most used emote during the stream. That's crazy. That's crazy. Alex7 was the 5th most used emote during the stream with 5,529. Y'all are nutty. Y'all are nutty. We might be small, but we are mighty. I remember on the climbing event, you forget that you're mic'd up. So you're mic'd up, but you're so focused in the event that I completely forgot that I had a mic on. So the whole time, you guys are probably just hearing me just just the whole time. And then I realize when I make it to one of the platforms and I see the camera, I'm like, oh right, y'all are watching me and you guys can hear me. So then I'm pretty sure I said something along the lines of, as I got off the event, I looked in the camera, I said, I may be fat, but I can climb. And then I went on the next event. The mics were an odd choice. Yeah. Update on the fulfillment center position. Oh. Okay, 2 more exciting things, and then we're gonna do Am I the Asshole. I'm gonna grab another drink before we start. But a coat hanger assassin! Bro, okay, I need to re-scream for Sega Reagan now. I can't give you all that energy and then not Sega Reagan. Sega Reagan! With the 50 and a coat hanger assassin with 25. Thank you. Thank you guys. Seriously. There's probably a lot of new people in here that have never been introduced to our content. So you guys are literally converting new people to the community. So I really appreciate it. Damn, you missed me too. Ari Nor. I feel like the subs just don't want to go your way. One of us. But yeah, I got to meet a lot of really cool people, a lot of really nice people, and it was a really great event overall. I feel like at this point, anytime I go to an event now, I'm gonna have a solid group of people to be able to talk to and like chill with. Minx, total fucking gem. Holy shit. At every event, I feel like I'm the alcoholic, but she makes me feel at home. Let's just say that. She makes me feel better about my drinking habits, and I appreciate that about Minx. Minx cracks me the fuck up, dude. Bro, same. She's fucking funny as hell. I love partying with Minx. And to those that were asking, yes, we did after party when the event was over. There was drinks at open bar at the event, and then we went back to the Airbnb with everybody, and we drank until like 3 or 4 in the morning. I don't know how we managed that, but holy shit, I was dead by the end of the night. Sly Claudix, thank you for the 16. I seriously appreciate it. Thank you guys. Alex and Minx halfway to an AA meeting. Listen, AM meeting. Am I right? Yeah, you know, friendships and shit. That sounds awesome, GG. Yep. You always need that one person getting more fucked up than you drinking who you can point to say, see, I don't have a problem. Exactly. You'd be like, oh, you think I'm drunk? They're drunk. Hello? I got to introduce so many new people to Ciroc. Is it Ciroc Apple not like a common vodka drink? Do people not know of the ways of how delicious Ciroc is? So many people are like, I've never had it. And I feel like I've gotten more people on this drink now. Nopers? Is that a US thing? I've never had it. What the fuck is that? It's a 5 times distilled with French grape vodka. It's very smooth with a slight taste of apple. They got a lot of different flavors. All the flavors are honestly good. But we had Ciroc apple. It's so good. It's so good. Way better than Smirnoff. Oh shit, everything's way better than Smirnoff. Like, come on. I drink Ciroc pineapple every week. See? It's fucking so good. Deep Eddy lemon vodka gang. I used to be Deep Eddy, like when we go to visit our Texas friends and stuff, we'd get it. But now I'm like, oh, it's too much. Never tried it, but I might now. Sponsorship opportunity. Listen, I have so many alcohols that need to sponsor me. Soplica, why haven't you sponsored me yet? All I do is drink Soplica. I drink it. It's on my desk at all times. We got Soplica, okay? Don't even sell it here. But yeah, first of all, sponsor me. Then Ciroc, if you want to sponsor me, this could be you. This could be you on my desk. The OG Radler in Shambles. Bro, I would kill to have good Radlers in San Diego, but they just don't have them here. They just don't have them here. I never have alcohol left over. All I want is soju. Soju is really good too. Okay, but I'm gonna go grab a drink. Oh, wait. Let me announce this first. So, the fulfillment specialist position is officially closed. I believe we have found someone. It's like 99% confirmed that we have someone. So the fulfillment position is now closed. So thank you to everyone that sent emails and applied to the position. If you don't hear back from us, I apologize. There's so many and we can't respond to everybody. But just so you guys know, the position is closed. So we have found somebody. And I got the keys to my new office today. I got the keys officially today. So I now have an office for Alluux.shop. So if you haven't checked it out, go check it out. We support a lot of creator shops and small artists, and we're really just going to start pushing to grow this year over the next few months. If you are an artist or know an artist that fulfills physical Patreon tiers or that does a Kickstarter, send them our way. We do fulfillment for other people. We outsource as well. Oh, also, if you missed out on the Wubby stickers, all of the extra stock is now up on the site. A lot of stuff is already sold out, but if you did not get a chance to get the Wubby stickers, they are up on the shop right now. When they're sold out, they're gone. There's not going to be any remakes or reprints of anything on there, but make sure to go check that out, and everything else that's up on the shop. So, yeah, I believe that's all the updates. So now let me just go quickly grab a drink, and then we're going to get into some Am I the Asshole? Go for a little bio break, go do some pee-pee, get your own little drink, and then we're gonna call people assholes, okay? Is that okay with you guys? Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, and we're back. Is everybody ready to start? Let me unpause these. Thank you again to Sega Reagan for the 50 gifted subs. The Dictionary for gifting a sub. A Coat Hanger Assassin for 25 subs. And Cyclonics for 16 subs. Also, those of you that don't know, Bad Dog, thank you for the 5. We do something that's really unique on this stream. So see that chat down to the bottom right? See how this has all the most recent gifters on it?
Holy shit. You kicked absolute ass and I'm so proud to be a part of this incredible community.
Appreciate it.
Much love.
Appreciate
Rizoli.
it. Thank you, Rizoli. So whoever the most recent gifted sub person was, they can type !speak and then a message in chat as many times as they want until somebody else gifts, and their message will be read. Their message will be read through TTS, so text to speech. So if you even gift one single sub, you can take over the chat and you can talk along with us. !speak.
Don't abuse it.
Don't abuse it. No, don't abuse it.
Yee.
But we used to have it so whoever was the most recent sub person, every single message was just read out. But then they're like, please help. I don't want my messages read out. So now we have it. You have control over it. So !speak if you're the most recent.
You and
so
Bobby were great at the Royale. Keep up the great work.
Thank you, Bad Dog. I appreciate that. We're so proud of you, Alex. You killed that Streamer Royale. Thank you. I tried real
Way
hard.
to fucking go, you deserve first.
Thanks, guys. Seriously. Okay. Let me set up. Let me set up, yeah? Let me set us up, yeah? What's that? Who that? Oh, that's from Sega Reagan from earlier. They're all just catching up now. Okay, we have all of them up here. What flavor is that? It's a Mountain Dew Major Melon Zero. I try to just only drink zero. So Mountain Dew tends to come out with a lot of random good flavors. Major Melon isn't one of my favorite, but they have like a Spark Lemonade or something that's really good. Kind of similar to this one, but I like that one better. So if you're looking for one, yeah, I would definitely say that that one's better. Ooh. Bum, ba, dum, bum, bum, bum. Mountain Dew me, baby. Mountain Dew me. I was so happy our Toasts and Tastes were commenting. Okay.
Have you tried the alcoholic MTN Dew?
I have. I got to try it when we went to Creator Clash and we went to Critical's like warehouse. They had it there and it was pretty good. It tasted like Mountain Dew, honestly. I thought it was pretty good. But our Toasts and Tasteless, I'm so lucky because I was going to the trailers trying to get ready before the event, and I ran into them, and I talked to them briefly before we went in, and they're like, how do you pronounce your name? It's Alluux? Alluux? I was like, oh, it's Alex. They're like, oh, thank God. We would have been saying it wrong the entire time. I'm like, I didn't even think to make sure. But I got to tell them my name before it started. So for once, my name was actually pronounced correctly, I believe, throughout the entire event. Which I was like, yes! I'm so glad I ran into them. But we got to talk to Tasteless for a while. They came in from Korea. They came in from Korea to do this event, which is absolutely insane.
I know I'm late, but Saturday was awesome. Congrats to you and Wubby.
Thank you. Thank you. But Tasteless, I didn't get to talk to, what was his name? Artosis? I didn't get to talk to him very much, but Tasteless we did, and he was so fucking cool. Such a great guy. If we ever go to Korea, definitely gonna hit him up. But super sweet. Very nice. She's cackling. Take old Biddy's crew rise up. Oh yeah, they kept saying Money Wubby. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, they cast Korean StarCraft. Yeah, so we've heard. Money Wubby having a hard time on the ropes, man. Barudenheim. Okay, let's see. Let me bring this up real quick. There's a Wubbly in there too. I don't think so. I think they knew his name.
17 months, Pog.
It's a bop. Okay, let me pause these. I never know, man! Thank you for gifting a sub. Is one sub not registering? Is it only 5 and up now? Ben, is mine only 5 and up now too? It should be even one sub gets you the text speech because I'm not seeing the one people come up. It's one, but it has to be a random gift. Oh, that's random. Oh, okay. So if you gift to a specific person, That doesn't work. Okay, I see. Hold on, Alluux, thank you for the 17 months. Appreciate you. Brudenheim, thank you for the 16 months. The Unmarked Van, thank you for the 9 months. Dr. Ruffles, thank you for the 13 months. Appreciate you. Andrew Blake, thank you for gifting a sub. And who else did? I Never Know Man, thank you for gifting a sub. Okay, I think we're caught up officially. Great, perfect, excellent. Love this. Cyclonics, thank you for gifting a sub. Okay.
Horror game time.
Oh, did we get the horror game? Oh my goodness. Okay, great, great. Love that for us. Love that for us. Yes, yes. Sarah! Sarah! Sarah, thank you for the 5, Sarah! We love Sarah. We love Sarah. Appreciate you. They're remaking Dead Space, just staying. Oh, really? I don't think I've ever played Dead Space. Or I played it really short at one point. We have to get a real horror game this time? Yes. You guys have to decide on a game that's actually scary this time. I believe what was the new... I think I already downloaded it. What's the one that's really fucking scary with the camera? Pretty sure they have a new one of that. Oh, wait. No. Wait. Not that one. What's the name? There was like a new remake of a scary-ass game. I don't seem to have it on my desktop. Is it Visage? Outlast? Is it Outlast? Is it Outlast that has a new one? Hold on. Let me quickly check. Because there's one that has a new... Oh, maybe I'm wrong. Is it? I don't know. I'll have to look it up. But there's one that has a new one. Fatal Frame? I don't know. But if you guys have any good horror games, put them in the Discord. You guys get to vote on it when we play the horror game. Okay? 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 If they really want to get your heart pumping on Saturday, they should have added horror elements to the event. Fuck that. Fuck that. My heart was pumping enough. Honestly, I'm surprised that I survived as long as I did. Okay, let me just do this real quick. Move this over here. There we go. Mortuary Assistant. Is the full game out yet? What was the name of the one where you're an apprentice undertaker? I think it's the Mortuary Assistant. That was so fucking scary. I don't think the full one's out yet, though. Let me look that up really quick. Really quick. Maybe we'll play it on Thursday. Because I don't want to do it on a Wednesday. I'd rather do it on, like, a full-length stream. Mortuary Assistant? Planned release date. To be announced 2022. Damn, I'm adding it to my wish list. That shit was so fucking scary. So scary. Okay. We're gonna start the content. Thank you, Sarah. Appreciate you. Okay. Let's start with a short one. These all seem long. Let's start here. Okay. Boom. Am I the asshole for telling a guy what I do for work and letting him pay for my drinks during the whole evening? Edit tile. Am I the asshole for not telling a guy what I do for work and letting him pay for my drinks during the whole evening? Okay, for not telling him. Okay, so they have not told him what their work are and they allowed him to pay. Okay, let me zoom this in a little bit. My friend, Grace, invited me to board game bar to play and have drinks with her, her boyfriend, and one of their friends, Nick. Okay. We went to get drinks in pairs, Grace going with her boyfriend. Meanwhile, Nick and I stayed at the table and vice versa. So Nick and I had plenty of time to just talk, the two of us. Nick started the night by telling about his recent career change. Dark Panda, thank you for the sub. Appreciate you. Thank you for the 16 months. Pause that real quick. Okay. Nick started the night by telling us about his recent career change. He had decided to quit his previous job, go to a coding boot camp, and he got a job as a developer 1 or 2 months ago. He was very proud of himself and his new salary, and he told me this multiple times. He never asked me what I do for work, but talked about his new job quite a lot, occasionally saying, "Sorry, you don't understand that, haha," during the entire evening. I never told him I have been working as a software engineer for the past 4 years because he never asked, and honestly, I found it a bit entertaining. Alex just wanted to pop in and say congrats on getting third. Thank you, Manic Monkey Man. I appreciate you. If you're looking for a great horror game, you should reach out to Gab Smulders. She's a Dutch girl who fell in love with Japanese culture, moved to Japan to study Japanese, and then started her career playing scaring Japanese games and translating them while she plays. Jeez Louise. Just get her on a call to translate what I'm scared at. When it came to the drinks, he invited me to every single one. Don't worry about it. It's not a problem with my developer salary. I told him multiple times he didn't have to pay for me, but he insisted. Okay. At the end of the night, when we were saying our goodbyes, he took out his phone to send me a friend request on Facebook. My job is listed in my profile. So that's when he realized I'm a software engineer. He asked me if it's true that I'm a software engineer, and I answered yes. He asked me why I haven't told him, why I didn't let him believe that I was a cashier like Grace used to be. I never implied that. And why did I let him pay for everything when I probably earned more than him? I had told him that never once asked and that it was his fault that he assumed. Oh, I told him that he never once asked and that it was his fault that he assumed. He could have just simply asked me about my job, but he only wanted to brag about his. But if he wanted me to, I can pay him back for the drinks. He was angry and said I made a fool out of him. I think he did that, not me. But now Grace and her boyfriend are on his side too, saying it would have cost me nothing to tell him early in the evening and I only kept it to myself for my own entertainment. Well, I did find it entertaining, but I don't really feel like I did anything wrong. Am I the asshole? 10,000% you are not the asshole. Listen, it might be a little bit of a dickish move to get, you know, entertainment out of this guy. He was kind of making a fool of himself, right? He was kind of making a fool of himself because he is bragging about something to somebody that, you know, is clearly higher in the same career field. But he didn't ask you about your career at all. He never once asked about you, and that's on him. You asked him what his job was, that's why you knew, and he wanted to brag about it the entire night. He insisted. You even said, when it came to drinks, he invited me to every single one, and he said, don't worry about it, it's not a problem with my developer salary. I told him multiple times he didn't have to pay for me, but he insisted. Clearly, it was a problem on your developer salary because you were upset when he found out that you made more than you. If you're offering to pay for somebody, it shouldn't be reliant on how much they make. You shouldn't be doing this and buying her drinks because you think you make more money than her. That's just strange. It's some kind of weird power imbalance. He's just embarrassed. Let him cry it out. Yep. Man's ego was shattered. And let him have his little moment. He's clearly, you know, a very prideful being and just a little salty baby that you make more than him and you're more successful than him. And he sat there all night bragging to you about a position that you already knew that you were higher than. So, you know what? At the end of the day, ooh, wait. Hold on. Let me fix this real quick. Hold on. Pause, everybody. Pause. Hold. Okay. At the end of the day, you were not the asshole. This man's has way too much pride and his ego is too big for his britches. So he can go cry it out and, you know, maybe he can ask you to recommend him a position in the future. You know what I'm saying? I can't believe some people, bruh. No, Poston said it was my sugar mama during law school. Fuck yeah. My girlfriend wants to know what foundation you use. I use the Anastasia foundation. I believe it just says Anastasia on the side. It looks like the Il Maquillage one, but that's what I use. I just switched over to it recently, and I do really like it. To give him some benefit of the doubt, he probably is really proud of himself for his recent career change. This might be the first time he gets to be in this position. That's very true. I think he was bragging and talking about it. It could have been misconstrued to her as bragging, but he could have just been really excited for the position. It had been something that he's been working towards for a while, and to find out that she was in a higher place than he was, it upset him. But at the end of the day, that's shitty. At the end of the day, I don't understand why the friend and the boyfriend are taking his side. That's the one thing where I'm like, I say this every single time we do this stream. It's always an unreliable narrator. I feel like there's stuff that we don't know. Seeing as there's so many people on his side, but it could just be that they're closer with him than her. Or if it's shining through his actual personality here, he could have told them something that wasn't necessarily true. You just never know. It's so hard unless you actually see both sides. Next one. Am I the asshole for refusing to go to my sister's wedding after she didn't pick me to be her bridesmaid. My sister, 27-year-old female, is getting married in October. She and I, 25-year-old female, were really close. So close, she moved out of the state I was living. Shortly after moving, my sister's first husband cheated and divorced her, leaving her and her 2 sons with nothing. My sister got a job that had working nights. Okay, this whole thing is worded so strangely. My sister got a job that had working nights. What? Also, my sister, 27-year-old female, is getting married. She and I, 25-year-old female. I guess she's just 25. We're going to start over. We're going to correct the grammar here a little bit so people aren't so fucking confused. My sister, 27-year-old female, is getting married in October. She and I, 25-year-old female, were very close. So close, she moved out of the state I was living. I don't get that. We were so close that she moved from the state I was in. Oh, out to the state I was living. Hey, guys. I'm the asshole. I can't read. I'm illiterate. What do you want from me? Okay, don't judge me. I can judge them. Don't judge me. Let's try this again. 3rd time's a charm. Mikkel, scrap all of those takes. We're just going to put this one in the YouTube video, okay? The first time. My sister, 27-year-old female, is getting married in October. She and I, 25-year-old female, were really close. So close, she moved out to the state I was living. Shortly after moving, my sister's first husband cheated and divorced her, leaving her and her 2 sons with nothing. That's really sad. My sister got a job that had her working nights and asked me to watch her sons from 2 p.m. to 12 a.m. with pay. I agreed. Well, as soon as I started watching her kids, she wasn't coming home until 2 or 3 a.m. and couldn't afford to pay me. I watched her kids for as long as I could without complaint because I love the boys and I wanted them to be... wanted to be the only stable adult in their life, as their father became an alcoholic and their mother was never home or was bringing different men around to them every week. Ooh. Eventually, after 11 months of this, she ended up moving an hour away for a job with better hours. Finally, my sister meets her now fiance last summer, and they quickly got engaged. I was so happy for her. My sister's fiance will often ask me to watch her kids and his 2 kids for free. I love the kids and I enjoy spending time with them, so I do it for them. Now to the bridesmaid debacle. When my sister got engaged, I had asked her if she was going to have bridesmaids. She said no, and I was fine with that. Well, come to find out, she is going to have bridesmaids, and one of them is her fiance's sister. Someone she has known for less than a year, and had planned to keep this a secret and only have me find out the day of her wedding. I was upset because she lied to me about it, and it is upsetting knowing that for 3 years I've been breaking my back to take care of her and her boys. What really upset me was her reason why she didn't pick me. Her reasons were, 1, because of my toxic relationship that ended 4 months ago. She didn't want the drama of it. And 2, the fiance's sister and him are so close, and I wanted to incorporate her in our wedding to show appreciation. I find her first reason to be the most malicious, as me and my ex have not spoken since the breakup. To use that as an excuse is unforgivable in my opinion. And as I supported her and never judged her during the first marriage and divorce, I was clearly upset, and I got out of her car and walked 35 minutes to my car and drove an hour home. My sister then called me and yelled at me for making her kids upset by leaving. I calmly told her, you and your kids are no longer my problem, and I informed her that I will not be attending her wedding. She then responded by calling me a dramatic asshole and said that if I want to hold a grudge and not come to the wedding, then that's fine. It's only going to hurt the kids who love you. I once again said that her kids are not my responsibility. I told her I will not be going to her wedding, and that's fine. She ended the phone call by calling me an asshole and that she should have just let me find out the day of the wedding. I then blocked her. So am I the asshole? Edit. I want to add that I do not care about being a bridesmaid. I'm upset that she picked her sister-in-law in general. I lied and then lied about it. She didn't pick any of her other sisters, who she also lied to about it. She picked his sister because she has this weird thing about wanting to be her friend. She has always pandered to her partner's family because she wants them to accept her, and I'm upset that her exact words were. I would have picked you, but because of ex-boyfriend, I don't want you to be. Listen. Your sister seems like she's kind of a mess. She seems like she's kind of the mess. I know that I've seen people in chat saying everyone's the asshole, but I don't think so. Honestly, I feel like she thought that they were really close and she's really hurt. And I think that's justified. The fact that she was like, she planned on lying to her and let her find out the day of. She literally asked her, oh, are you going to have bridesmaids? And she was like, no, I'm not going to have any bridesmaids. Yeah, not at all. And she literally said, and I was fine with that. I was like, oh, okay. Hey, Alex, I jumped on the Royale the other day. I hope you're doing well. Thank you, Jay. I appreciate that. So there's more to the story. Everyone's the asshole. Yeah, true. There probably is definitely more to the story. Especially because she never once mentioned her toxic relationship throughout this when she was watching her kids and stuff. So it's kind of like, where did that fit in? She doesn't have to go to the wedding, but she shouldn't have made the kids involved. At the end of the day, she was fine with her not having bridesmaids, but it's the fact that her sister lied to her, said to her face, I'm not having any bridesmaids, and she wasn't going to tell her until she found out herself the day of the wedding, which is really rough, especially somebody that apparently has gone really out of their way for her. I don't know. I feel like she is still upset about how long she had to watch the kids without pay. But I feel like she's grouping everything in together, which isn't really fair. But what the sister did is really unfair. For her to invite her fiance's sister and be like, oh, I really appreciate her, so I want her to be in it. And to tell your sister that, who feels very close to you, that would feel like a slap in the face. Oh, you know, this person that I've known for less than a year, I really appreciate her. She's really been really great. But you, not so much. You know? But at the end of the day, maybe because of this toxic relationship, maybe the sister wasn't the greatest to her. Maybe they weren't as close as she's saying. Maybe at one point they were, but maybe over the last year they haven't been as close. Maybe it's because you've been holding on to all of this drama with having to watch your kids. Bruce! I'm so sorry. These are paused right now. Let me unpause them. Thank you for the raid! Raid. Goose back, chat!
Hi, Alex.
Goose back!
Congrats on winning
Battle of the Geese!
Also
Thank you, I appreciate it. Thank you, I appreciate it. Not the asshole. Welcome, Raiders. Pull out your guns and your geese, chat. Defend the chat!
Alex, my girlfriend wants to know what foundation you use.
Anastasia. Hi, chat. Get them geese out. Get the geese out. Get the guns out. We appreciate the assholes. Yes.
Sheesh.
Scratcher, thank you for the 4 months. Appreciate it. Thank you guys for the follows. If you're new here, if you follow, you get 4 free emotes. So why not, right? It's free. Free emotes. Who doesn't like free emotes? And they're all Eevees. Come on. But thank you again, Bruce, for the raid. But yeah, so at the end of the day, the fact that the sister is quoting her being in a toxic relationship as one of the reasons she doesn't want to make her a bridesmaid makes me very... You know, I don't know what the relationship really was, but at the end of the day, if I'm basing it solely off of what we're seeing here, I'm going to say not the asshole. I think her sister was really toxic in lying to her and telling her that she's not going to have bridesmaids, and to go behind her back and make her new fiance's sister one of the bridesmaids is completely fucked up. So that's just my 2 cents. To all the new people that are coming in, thank you again for the follows. Lady Ginger, thank you for gifting a sub. Let me play these again for a second. Today we're doing Am I the Asshole? You came in at a perfect time because we're about to start a new one. Essentially, we're going to be going through some curated posts that my mods have grabbed for us from Am I the Asshole on Reddit. We go through them and then we decide as a community, are they the asshole or are they not the asshole? Maybe everyone's the asshole. But some of these are really entertaining to read.
Shit.
Yeah, out here finding assholes and shit. Also, Lady Ginger, just so you know, if you do !speak and then whatever you want to say, it will come in TTS. Every time somebody gifts a sub, 1 or more, you take over the chat. You can see who the most recent one is here and also where it says world's best asshole. Speak Ola. Oh, Morty.
Whole ass.
It won't work for you. It will only work for the person that's listed at the bottom of this. You did try, though. I appreciate you. The irony of the older sister bringing back different guys every week for 3 years, but calls it the younger sister 4 months ended relationship. Yeah, I know. It's pretty fucked up.
PP.
Yeah. PP. Sci-fi. The only thing I know is that Alex is not the asshole. I can be, though. I really can be. No, oh. No, oh. No, oh. Period. I like that, Lady Ginger. PP. PP. Okay. Appreciate you guys. Goddamn. Okay. Next up. Oh. Am I the asshole for showing my husband proof that his mom offered to bring him steak dish to the hospital? What? Dasky Chan! Thank you for the 5! Hi, I really enjoy you, and I think you're pretty awesome. First time watching your stream, but I love you and Wubby's videos and started watching yours too. Thank you. If you haven't already, go subscribe to the YouTube. We have all of these curated on there. If you haven't seen any of our segments before, you can go binge them on YouTube. ! YouTube in chat. Appreciate you. Costs you nothing to subscribe, but it does a lot for me in the community. You know? Can't see the Reddit? I know, I hit it. I'm going to pause the alerts before I read through it again. Okay, thank you again, Dasky-chan. You have TTS. Let's start this one over. Am I the asshole for showing my husband proof that his mom offered to bring him steak dish to the hospital? Okay. My husband was in a car accident last week. Oh my God. He was staying at the hospital for his broken leg. Only me and his mom were there. His mom and I don't get along at all. He tells me I'm overreacting or paranoid, whatever. I point out how she's mistreating me. He complained about hospital food, saying it had no taste, and asked me to make his favorite meal, which steak dish, and bring it to him at the hospital. Noting that steak isn't cheap where we live and I didn't have enough time to prepare it, I told him I would see what I can do. And then his mom said if I'm truly supportive wife, then I'd make it happen. Steak. Steak. Okay. Come on, guys. She's already dead. She's already dead. Kelly Helly, thank you for thanking Dasky-chan for the gifted sub. If you gifted a sub, please thank the person that paid for it. They're literally a random stranger handing you $5, $4.99, whatever, in USD. You know? So make sure to thank them, okay? Once we went outside his room, his mom's tone changed. She suddenly seemed nice and said that she could see how exhausted I was, and so I should go home and not to worry about the steak dish. Steak. Because she said she'd make it for him. I asked if she was 100% sure, and she said, absolutely. Tubba Tubba! Thank you for the 5! Appreciate you, seriously. Thank you, thank you, thank you. The next visit, I showed up, and my husband asked why I didn't bring the steak dish he asked for. I saw his mom there, and I told him his mom offered to make it for him, and insisted... Okay, this person has struggling with typos. Steak. I saw his mom there and told him his mom offered to make it for him instead and told me not to worry about it. He didn't believe me and was like, Mom said that? I'm not buying it. Mom, did you really said that? Her reaction shocked me. She acted confused and said that I'm his wife and she didn't know why I'd expect her to perform my duties for me.
Mom, why you do this?
I was confused and didn't know what to do. My husband seemed upset the entire visit and waited till his mom left to talk. I swore to him his mom said that she'd take care of it, but he said he didn't believe me. I pulled my phone out, called his mom, and put her on speaker so she could hear the conversation. I said, didn't you say you'd make the steak dish and that I didn't have to worry about it? She relied, I did, but I obviously wasn't actually going to do it. I was just trying to help my son see how his wife is during the rough times and you took the bait. My husband raised his eyebrows. He got pissed. He called her later and picked a fight, then said no more visiting.
Mom about to stake this relationship into the ground.
Bro, what? She lost it, called me petty and manipulative and biased, and blasted me on Facebook saying I stopped her from seeing her son only because I couldn't get her to do things for me like cooking for my own husband. Now his family are criticizing me for this. Am I the asshole? Mother-in-law seems like a fucking psychopath. Here's the thing, right? At the end of the day, you're not the asshole at all. This whole thing would confuse me, but honestly, girl, leave him. Leave him. Yeah, he's in the hospital, but the fact that he doesn't believe you is crazy. Why would you sit there and lie in front of his mother saying, she said this? What? I would leave this man's. I'm sorry, leave him and his family. You don't want them genes up in your children, girl. I'm sorry. He defended her though. He eventually did. He did stand up for her eventually. But the fact that he was like, why didn't you bring my steak dish? Where is it? And then on top of that, he was like, I don't believe you. It's like, what do you mean? What do you mean? Like, why would I lie about this? She said that she was going to take care of it. Why would I lie right in front of her? That's so fucking crazy. Hi, Alex. You kicked ass during Royale. My wife left today for travel nurse job this month today. Leaving me alone with the cats and dog. June is boys month. Boys month. Let's go. You burn first. Appreciate it. Excited to finally see my first live Alex stream because I can't sleep tonight. Let's go, Snorlax. My main issue with this is calling it steak dish. Yeah, that's confusing to me. Why does she keep calling it steak dish, steak dish, steak? Like, steak in the heart of a vampire dish? What the fuck is going on? Probably a regional thing. You think so? This is like the relationship advices that start with, my husband has a room. I'm not allowed to.
Why was Streamer Royale in Florida?
Why was Streamer Royale in Florida? I have no idea. I'm assuming it's because of the course. The course, the rope course and everything that was there is a part of a company that already has that. So it's because of the actual event location. That's why. He should have just hit the morphine button more. Yeah, Florida sucks, the alligators. Yeah, the mother-in-law seems fucking crazy. I'm not about it. I'm not about it. At the end of the day, again, not the asshole. Maybe don't leave him, but maybe have a more in-depth conversation with your mans. Because I feel like some of these relationships between the husbands and the mothers freak me the fuck out. I can't with it. I can't with it. Next up. Update. Okay. If you guys haven't seen this one yet, I apologize. I can't remember if this is the last Am I the Asshole, the one before it. Update on the Am I the Asshole for walking out of the airport when I saw my husband's mom standing there with her luggage. So let me give you a quick little recap. There was a woman that planned out and saved up for a trip, I believe it's to Europe, for herself and her husband, okay? She planned it out. She paid for it. This was like her dream vacation. And the mother of the husband kept asking to come. And she said, no, I don't want you to come. We're going on like a romantic vacation, just me and my husband. And the husband was arguing with her, just being like, just let her come, just let her come. And she said, no. So she said, okay, fine. Day of the trip, they show up to the airport. The husband was acting strange. They show up to the gate and the mother is sitting there with their luggage ready to go on the vacation. The husband secretly bought tickets for the mom to come with them. And when they got there, he was just like, just let her come. Like, what? So instead of going along with it, she said, fuck this, and just walked out of the airport. She literally just left, went home. A couple hours later, the husband shows up, freaks out, was like, what the fuck? You're such an asshole. That was so petty. All of the family members are pissed off at her now. But the relationship between that mother and son was just so fucking gross and toxic. And I was like, leave him. Leave him. He's just so far gone. So, okay, let's see what the update is. Now that you guys are caught up, let's see this update, okay? Am I the asshole for walking out of the airport when I saw my husband's mom standing there with her luggage? Hello! I don't know where to begin. It's been an absolute nightmare recently, and I feel like I was losing my sanity. So for more details about my situation, I have to admit that my husband's mom favors him over all his siblings. This affected his relationship with them and me as well. He's never seen an issue with how differently his mom treats him. It bothered me and made me uncomfortable. The whole dynamic made me feel uncomfortable. Going low contact has never been an option, like he has to see her or call her every single day. Okay. Most of his siblings don't talk to him, and I 100% believe it's because of his mom's favoritism, like I said. He does bear some blame for not seeing how wrong this is until this day. In many instances, I found myself making excuses for his behavior, even in my post. I did it spontaneously, and I don't know why. But I guess it's because of how much I love him, and because I really, really wanted to be able to work this type of thing out without letting them affect our marriage. Regarding what happened with the trip, he tried to have a talk with me, and most of what he said came from a place of blame towards me. I just couldn't continue with this argument. I told him I needed space and that I would be going to stay with my sister for a while. He didn't take it well. He literally got up from the couch and opened the door, telling me to go right then. In that moment, and seeing how he was still not even anywhere near understanding what he has done just made things perfectly clear to me. I had just pictured years and years of my life being lived like that, and I was just like, no, I can't do it. I can't take it anymore, especially when he's forcing on being right every time. His mom can do no wrong. I'm always the aggressive, crazy, jealous, pathetic overreactor. Oh no. All these people's opinions, advice, and concern were like a spark, like the wake-up call I really needed. Though I wish that it didn't get this far, but what's done is done. Right now, I'm staying with my sister. I brought my dog with me as well. He sent me his last message telling me I'm the one choosing to end what we had together, but I believe it's the other way around. Especially with how he keeps making his mom the victim in this situation. Bro, stop. It's become clear now that we keep going in circles with no end in reach, and I'm just so exhausted and overwhelmed. I'm not mad at him, and I don't expect him to change, but at least I'm given option to decide what's best for me and my future, even if it's separation and divorce. Oh no. A big thank you to those who reached out with resources that... A big thank you for those who reached out with resources that I feel very, very lucky to have come across. I just wanted to give you an update since many of you asked for it. Oh my god, girl, I'm so sorry you're going through this. This is so sad. When we first read this, I'm like, this can't be real. But the fact that there is such a cohesive update, I feel like this was 100% true and this was not a fake post. And it's really sad because, like she was saying, even in her post, she's like, oh, but you know, this and that, and just making excuses for him. But at the end of the day, he chose his mom over you. He chose the relationships that he wanted, not you. At the end of the day, if he's not going to choose you, then you deserve better and you need to move on. I know it sucks and I know it's going to be hard, but at the end of the day, you're going to be way happier being with someone that actually wants to be with you and not another woman, which in this case is his mother, which is really fucking weird and creepy. It could be why a lot of his siblings don't talk to him. I don't even know if it's the favoritism. It might be the weird, uncomfortable relationship they have. I wouldn't just call that favoritism over a different sibling. It's like a weird two-way freaky diggy shit. I don't know. Golden child syndrome. I'm glad she didn't waste her life on him. Yes. You know what? Hallelujah. You weren't wasting the rest of your life on him. So, you know, congratulations. I'm sorry. This is going to be hard, but it'll be the best for you. Thank you for the update. Appreciate it. She's free. I'm like a bird. I want to fly away. I don't know in my hair. Have you checked out best of Redditor updates? A lot of great posts with closures like this. Oh, really? No, I haven't. Codependent is the term. Yeah, he's more codependent with his mother than he is with his significant other, which is really fucked up. These posts makes us realize our fortune. Hey, it's true though. It's true. You see some of these posts and it's like, this is like real life. This is the relationship that you chose to be in. That's crazy. That's crazy. Next up. Am I the asshole for asking my sister to move out from my house, even though it does not belong to me fully? Okay. First timer here. I'm at the fence on this one, so I think I'm getting outward comments may help me out a lot. So here I go. I'm a 26-year-old male. My mom is a 45-year-old female. My sister is a 19-year-old female. And my youngest brother is 9 male. Wait. Yeah, 9-year-old male. I was like 9 months, 9 male. Okay, 9-year-old male. So 9. My dad passed away 5 years ago. That's so sad. When the little one was only 4. Oh my God. And she was only 14 when she lost her dad. That's so sad. Before he passed on, he left us a home and a piece of land that he put under my name. The house was on my mom's name. We were in debt, not a lot. The land was bigger than the house. After my dad passed away, I had a talk with my mom. We decided it was best to sell the house, decent 6 figures, and pay off debt, finish my studies, and try to build another house in that barren land. That area was developing and value was going up. My mom is a 3-time stroke survivor who is now in a wheelchair because she had an accident a few months ago. Oh my God, this family in shambles. This is so sad. This 26-year-old man is probably like the acting father figure to his younger 19-year-old sister and 9-year-old brother. Damn. I really hope this one's a fake one. Doesn't sound like it, though. I joined work soon after my dad's death. I have an uncle I'm close with, and with his help, I was able to construct a 3-story building. Rented out 2 and moved in 1. As dad was not around anymore, I decided that it was not fair that I get the building all by myself. My mom and dad had a loving marriage. My mom was devastated and talked to me about my siblings' future. I assured her that it was my responsibility now to take care of my siblings and her. I was talking to split the building in the future. Here's the problem. My sister considered her a Disney princess. Oh no. Oh no. The sister's spoiled. No. How? Won't lift a finger. Blast loud music. We receive noise complaints. Will disrespect mom and me. Continuously asks for money even though we give her an allowance. She's friends with my ex-girlfriend who cheated on me. She knew but decided not to tell me because it's cool and happens all the time. Oh no. I ultimately decided that she wanted to stay. She must cease disrespecting me and mom inside my house. She yelled that it was her house too, as dad left it. I told her dad left it land and I made it a home. I gave her an ultimatum that she needs to move out by the next year. Mom is saddened by it. We are immigrants in this country. Mom is worried about her safety and doesn't want her to leave. I told her that she must. I can't take the disrespect anymore. I told her that I will try to find some work for her so she can at least try to make a living instead of living off my money and yelling at me. I pay for literally everything. Taxes, bills, groceries, loan repayments, education, car loan. I can't afford to give her 1.2K every month to spend lavishly. You're giving this girl almost giving her $1,200 every month as an allowance? You're her brother. You're not her father. This wasn't money that your father left you to be paying for your sister. What are you talking about? My sister told me that my girlfriend was right to cheat on me. Oh, she told me my sister told me that my girlfriend was right to cheat on an asshole like me. Mom tells me she's worried and I might have gone a bit out of line with asking her to move out. I can't help but feel like an asshole. I know I told mom I'll be splitting this, but I can't take this anymore. Am I the asshole for asking my sister to move out after she treated me like this? Here's the thing. You said that you'd be splitting the house with her. I feel like you've paid more than your share towards your sister. You are not the asshole at all. This is a really difficult situation. I will say, you know, 19, she's an adult now. 19, she can figure it out. And if she can't, then, you know, that is on her. But get some family therapy. I think y'all need to talk to somebody. I think that your sister's at a point where she's rebelling. She lost her father when she was only 14. Her mom's in a wheelchair. She's a 3-time stroke survivor. You have a 9-year-old little brother. Man, this is rough. You're definitely not the asshole. I don't know if you tried implementing things before this. I know that you kept saying you can't keep disrespecting me and mom like this. But at the end of the day, you're not the asshole. I think that maybe you should give her an ultimatum or make sure that she gets a job before going out on her own. But 19 is old enough to figure it out. Honestly, 19 is old enough. Oh shit. Okay, sci-fi. Okay. It's a melting pot of yikes. Yeah, I feel really bad for this guy because he had to take on like a father figure role at how old? At 21 years old is when his dad passed away. He's 26 now, but at 21 is when his dad passed away, and he was left land and worked on through those 5 years with his uncle to build a house on this property. They sold the house and then they rebuilt on this property. That's crazy. That's definitely not old enough to figure all this shit out. I will say though, 14 giving attitude, 15, 16, 17 getting attitude. Okay. She's in high school, 18 even. She's disrespecting their family. She's lashing out. That's something that you have to deal with as parents, okay? You're not her parent, but unfortunately, you have put yourself in that position where you are her father figure. I know that's really confusing and it's really unfortunate, but I feel like you got to give her a pass on those first 4 years. I know that sounds really fucked up to say, and it's unfortunate, but those 4 years, she was somebody who had lost her father as a young high school student. She may be 19 years old now, and she may be an adult now, but you kind of have to give her a pass and let her kind of right her wrongs at this point. She's gonna have to learn the hard way now, but I don't know. It's tough, right? Maybe a couple months of having to do it on her own might make her realize how fortunate she was with you. But I feel like I would sit her down and be like, Mom can't go through this stress. If you don't want to lose her, then you've really got to... She can pound stand, in my opinion. It's so true. I'm trying to be as respectful as I can of her, even though she sounds like, you know, a bratty little cunt. But she lost her dad at 14 years old, man. Her mom is wheelchair bound. She's probably come close to losing her mom multiple times. So it's like... sounds like he's gone 0 to 100. He let her get away with all of this and then suddenly kicked her out. It sounds like they've had fights and being like, you can't disrespect me, and then all of a sudden he's like, move out completely, leave. I feel like there could have been a couple steps in there before fully kicking her out, but I can't expect a 26-year-old to know how to deal with a high school age woman that doesn't have a father. Trauma doesn't excuse being awful. It doesn't, but trauma definitely can be excuse for him to try to go out of his way to give her more opportunity. Trying to be respectful to people like this is how you get people like this. Don't let people act like this. No, I agree. I totally agree. I'm just saying I think that they could have added more boundaries before the fully gone, especially because she doesn't have a job. It didn't anywhere in here mention that he's told her that she has to get a job or anything like that. It's like, I would give her, you have 3 months to get a job. If you don't get a job, then you're out. It seemed more like, I'm sick of this, get out, never see me again, leave the house now. It seemed very much like, kind of like back and forth, and just be like, nope. Yeah, a full cutoff of money, but she can still live at home is totally understandable. Yeah. Some folks cope by helping others, even when it's detrimental to both sides. I agree. Sister is a habitual line stepper. She habitually stepped over the line. I agree with that too. No, what the fuck? F her. Too bad. She shouldn't have been a brat. Another bad take. OP is far from being the asshole. I don't think OP is an asshole. At the end of the day, I do not think OP is an asshole. I'm just saying there could have been more steps that he could have implemented to help her out a little bit more. But at the end of the day, I don't think he's an asshole. But when you're 14, 15, 16 years old, dealing with, you know, losing a father, trauma does not excuse being a piece of shit. But since she doesn't have a father or somebody telling her to do these things, it's like getting a new puppy, right? You get a new puppy, right? And if you don't train the puppy, if you don't put in the necessary work and steps to train the dog, when the dog becomes grown and it's a piece of shit, whose fault is that? Is it the dog's fault? Or do you take some part in that? You know? I'm not saying you could put every single step in place and someone still be a piece of shit, but you still have to put the steps in before you can fully justify it. You know? She isn't a dog, though. I know. I'm just saying. Humans learn and grow with their surroundings. There's other things, you know, nature versus nurture. There is other outside factors. I'm just saying. He lost a father too while being young and matters a bit. That still doesn't absolve her. He is not her father. I totally agree. Does not absolve her at all. She is a cunt. I'm just saying, if he truly cares for his sister, you maybe could do some other things to help her out, but you're not an ass for kicking her out. She crossed the line. She's being a cunt. She's being a brat. Your mom can't be taken. No extra stress. She's had a stroke 3 times. I can't. She needs a reality check. Doesn't mean she is permanently removed from the family. I agree. Alluux, you sailor mouth. Cunt. Bitch. Pee-pee. Hi, Extra Pip. How are you? Zoom. All the Zooms. That's where I get all of my comedy from. It's just Zooms. That's the only thing I do here that's funny. And it's not even funny anymore. He's extended his generosity as far as he has. Now it's her turn to do something. Yeah. Like I said, at the end of the day, not the asshole. But yeah. Zoom feels like we're way up your nostrils. Good. Be up my nostrils. Pee-pee. Okay. Let me get the next one. Thank you for the follows, guys. Appreciate you. Congrats on 3rd place on Saturday. Thank you, Elric. Appreciate it. Is there anybody in chat that is here for the first time?
AMA.
Genuinely, I'm curious. If you guys are a part of the community, don't troll with me. I'm actually genuinely curious if there's anybody here that is here fresh off of Streamer Royale. Why don't you read the comments? I don't trust them necessarily. Murder Marty, hello. Not Meowski, hi. Joey, hi. It's my 2nd time. Hell yeah, thank you for coming back. First time with this segment. Ooh, yes. Again, if you guys want to see more of this, check out the YouTube. It takes you 2 seconds to subscribe and it means everything to me. I am 1,000 subscriptions away from hitting 30,000 subs. We've been working really hard on the channel the past few months. There's 1,200 of you guys here. If everyone just went and subscribed, we'd be so much closer to my goal, and I would really, really appreciate it. If you genuinely are here, liking the content, just go subscribe to the YouTube. It's Alluux Highlights. ALLUUX Highlights. Top comments are usually just constructive. Okay, Mootsie, we'll do the next one. The next one, I'll read the top comment. I'll list for you because I think you're pretty sick. Thank you. First time discovering you and Wubby. Fuck yes! I love this. I love this. Wait, so you discovered me and Wubby at the same time? That's pretty cool. I like that. Okay. Next up. Okay. Am I the asshole for drinking near a grave? Okay, hold on. Some of these titles get me. I'm just like, okay, where is this gonna go? Where's this going? If you just base it off the title, right? You try to call it and you see if you're right. Next time, this is what we're gonna do. Next time we do Am I the Asshole, we're gonna play a little game. We're gonna read only the title and we're gonna vote on if we think that the end result is gonna be asshole or not. What do you guys think? Everyone's got strong title game, right? I feel like the ones with the worst titles, like the shittiest titles, are the ones that are the most accurate. Sorry, sidebar. What were those minifigurines that were in like an orange? The minifigurines that were in like an orange. Minifigurines that were in an orange. Like the things that were in the plastic, like little products. Yeah, mini brands. Yes, thank you. No problem. Are you gonna get some fits? Do you guys want to do some more figure unboxing? I should do a mini brands unboxing soon. We'll do something soon. Okay, we'll do one of those soon. Maybe some Pokemans. Okay. If you haven't already, go check out the openings we've already done on the YouTube. Okay. Mini brands make you so angry. That's so true. Okay. Am I the asshole for drinking near a grave? So my 23-year-old female brother, 30-year-old male, died from cancer 5 years ago. He told me that his dream was for me and him to go somewhere tropical and drink nice drinks and chill with our partners. He unfortunately died before we could do that. His wife, my boyfriend, and I all made a pact that we would make margaritas for them before I was 21. I had coconut and pineapple juice and hang out at my brother's grave every year on his birthday. We told him this before he died and he loved it. Okay. One of the last things he said to me was to not be sad and know that he wasn't hurting anymore. It was really hard for me, but it's getting better with our tradition. I'm way too emotional for shit like this. I'm way too emotional. Am I the only one? I'm such a fucking empath. I start reading stuff like this and I immediately start relating it to my own life. I fill the story with people from my own life and then I think about it with the people that I have around me. You know what I mean? I'm like, and I couldn't even possibly do that. That's just so, right? You literally plug in, you know, person A is now this, person B is now this, and now I'm bawling. God damn it. Hold on. Let me play this real quick. Jay Wayne, how far down are we? Thank you for the 7 months. I appreciate you.
I know 7 months. Let's go.
Yeah, let's go. Let me pause this. After this, I'll play the alerts. Whew. His birthday was last week, and we went to his grave with margaritas. While we were there talking and joking about kings, he would like a lady. What? His birthday was last week, and we went to his grave with margaritas. While we were there talking and joking about things, he would like a lady about 50 years old and grandkids about 10 to 13 maybe came and sat at the grave next to us. The kids were talking, and then the lady saw our drinks. She came over to us and said, "It's very rude to drink alcohol in front of children at a grave." My sister-in-law told her to mind her own business, and that we were doing it for my brother. The lady quickly got the kids and left. On her way, she told them not to be like us and be alcoholics. I don't usually drink except of special occasions. We went back home. My mom asked us how our visit to the grave was. We told her what happened, and she said the lady was rude. But my aunt said that we should have stopped drinking and put them away in front of the kids. I would have put the drinks away if the kids were paying attention, but they were coloring pictures and talking. We also only had one small drink. My aunt has told some other family members about it, and most of them are on our side, but some are saying that the lady shouldn't have had to see us drinking, and we shouldn't drink around a grave anyway. Even though my brother loved the idea. Am I the asshole? Edit. We didn't have glasses. We had blue plastic cups with a line and some salt on the rim. The grave she was visiting was about 5 feet away, and we were kind of sitting in a triangle, so she could only see my back and the sides of the others there. First off, not the asshole at all. I'm so sorry that you lost your brother. This is the way that, you know, you are respecting his wishes, keeping his memory alive. Your sister-in-law probably really, really appreciates things like this. Being able to spend time with family members and doing things that reminds her of him is probably like so big for her. Karen is a cunt, but I always have to play devil's advocate, right? I always have to play it. Again, I'm going to say it now. Not the asshole. Not the asshole at all, okay? Not the asshole. You had them in blue plastic cups, so it's like, okay, that's fine, right? But this woman that came up to you could have just lost her husband. The kids that were there could have just lost a grandparent. Could have lost somebody really close to them. So they're grieving. They're grieving. If she didn't say it, the kids probably wouldn't have known, though. If the kids genuinely wouldn't have known that there was any alcohol there without the woman saying anything, she didn't need to say anything. If you guys had, like, margarita glasses, like, just, like, all wasted, okay, yeah, a little bit different. But for her to come in and be like, y'all are alcoholics, don't be like them, and to bring it in, that's on her. That's on her. I just feel bad because this woman is probably grieving, so I just feel bad for her. But she was also kind of a cunt, kind of a Karen, you know? And it's on her that the kids now know that those people are drinking. I wouldn't call them alcoholics. And maybe respect that they're also grieving, and this is how they're processing their trauma and their loss, you know? Karen cunt. Cunt with a K. Seriously, let people grieve the way they do. I agree. Again, if you were sloppy, I don't know what you looked like. You guys could have been sloppy, drunk with margarita glasses. That would make you the asshole. I don't think you need to make a whole show of it. I know you're going there to have a drink with him, but also you should be respectful of the other people and other people grieving there, because people have different ways of grieving. So, you know, try to keep it more to yourselves. But if you were keeping to yourselves, not being like all over the place drunk with fucking Margaritaville glasses, yeah, then definitely I don't think you're the asshole. And she was overreacting, and she's a fucking cunt for that, honestly. Could have lost someone to alcoholism, and she was just lashing out. Not an asshole, probably. She could have lost someone to alcoholism, right? But that doesn't mean that she's not an asshole. She's still being an asshole, and she's projecting her feelings and the trauma that she's experiencing on complete strangers that are also dealing with a loss, you know? At the end of the day, even if she's processing a loss, I don't think she needs to bring other people that are grieving back down, you know? I lost my dad to alcoholism, and I wouldn't have been mad at strangers drinking. Yeah. Yeah, they were grieving there first. First come, first grieve. Okay, and for Mootsie, I said I would read the top comment. What did they say? I work in the death industry. I would love it if I saw someone having drinks at a grave. The dead need to be celebrated, not the asshole. Oh. The kids, male 5 and male 7, and I celebrated their dad's first heavenly birthday with flags, songs, cake, and birthday gifts. Like a traditional kid's birthday party in Denmark. It felt weird, but right. The death industry. Not the asshole. Kindly tell these nosy folks that none of this is their business. Oh no, kids seeing adults drink? Question mark. We do that a lot where I live. It's also common to leave a beer for the deceased to partake, kind of like an offering. Man, that's so sad though. That's so sad though. Death Industry band name called it. Death Industry, bro. That'd be a sick band name. Let's do a couple more. Okay. Let's do a vote. Let's try to call this one, okay? I'm going to only read you the title. I haven't read anything else in the article. And we're going to decide together if they're an asshole or not before we even read it, okay? You guys ready? Cizanne or somebody, if you'd like to get a poll up of asshole, not the asshole, everyone's the asshole, okay? Am I the asshole for having my boyfriend at my house while having a girls' night? Am I the asshole for having my boyfriend at my house while having a girls' night? So many people going with you're the asshole. I think I'm gonna call asshole. I feel like it's bait though. The titles are always bait. I always think one thing from the title, but then it ends up being the complete opposite. That's not a girls' night. That's not a girls' night. So here's the thing. Yes, but also my girlfriend does girls' night at my house so I can cook and make drinks for them. Oh, okay. See? Also, by the way, I don't know if you guys saw this, but I got some of my girls' trip merch. Do you know what was really funny? When we're at the Airbnb for the after party for the Streamer Royale, it was really funny because Alinity was wearing a girls' trip, the t-shirt that we got. And it was really weird seeing her wear a shirt that had my name on it. You know what I mean? It's like we're all partying and I just see the back of her shirt. I'm like, that's just my name on your shirt. That's so random. What's the title again? Am I the asshole for having my boyfriend at my house while having a girls' night? Girls trip the lady. Speaking of a girls' night, you know, girls trip, girls' night, you know. Okay, let's get right into it. You ready? Am I the asshole for having my boyfriend at my house while having a girls' night? I, 32-year-old female, regularly have my friends around for drinks. I've been seeing John, 35-year-old male, for under a year. Since then, my time has been divided between hanging out with him and hanging out with my friends. One friend, Sarah, 31-year-old female, doesn't seem to like John for no reason other than I sometimes spend time with him and am unable to hang out with her. Oh no. Sarah has perpetual bad luck with men and confides herself with her friends whenever she is single. That's not a bad thing, but she doesn't understand that people have other priorities. Uh-oh. I think we might be wrong, chat. I don't know. We said asshole. This might not be good. This weekend, the girls were at mine. We usually hang out in my kitchen. John called and told me there was a power cut on his street and that it wouldn't be resolved until the next day. He asked if it was okay if he spent the evening at mine. He had some work to do on his laptop. He also wanted to watch the big football game that was on. He promised to stay out of our way because he knew I was spending time with my friends. We were baited. We were so baited. We were so baited, chat. We were so baited. We were so baited. Oh my God. He came over and I saw him a total of 3 times. Once when he arrived, once when he had to use the toilet, and once when he said goodbye. Other than that, he spent the whole night in the living room with the door shut on his laptop and watching the game. When I told the girls he's coming, they were okay with it, but I could tell Sarah was annoyed. Her mood changed for the rest of the night. She made quips about not being able to get time away to hang out, but I ignored them because I didn't want to have a bad evening. The next day we were discussing when we were getting together next. Sarah kept saying things like, is John going to be there again? Oh my God. I asked her what her deal was, and she went off about never being able to have time for just us girls. And why does John always have to be there when we hang out? I told her that's not true. Yes, sometimes I hang out with both John and my friends at the same time because I want my friends and my boyfriend to get along. But we have plenty of girls' nights when he is not around, and she seems to forget about that. I asked her what I was supposed to do when he texts me, and she said I should have said we were having a girls' night and that he couldn't come over. I said I wasn't going to do that to him when he was in the middle of an emergency and he didn't interfere with us. He didn't interfere at all. I told her it seems like she would be happy if I just never saw John and all of us can just hang out with her whenever she wants. I told her it wasn't possible and that people need to split their time with all people they love. I told her we aren't 18 anymore and when we just hang out with each other all the time, and it was time that she grew up. She called me a bitch who chose a boy over a friend. It doesn't seem to be talking to me now. Most of my friends see my side of it and who had no problem with John being there that night, but said I should have gone a bit easier on Sarah because you know how she gets. But I said I don't feel like giving in every time she throws a tantrum when she doesn't get what she wants. Am I the asshole? The fact that your friends were like, you know how she gets. Time to maybe move on. Sarah seems entitled. This clearly is a pattern of behavior, seeing as all your other friends seem to understand that that's how she is. That's just Sarah. Oh, you know, toxic Sarah. Sarah is clearly very jealous of your relationship, either because she wants you all to herself or because she's jealous that you found someone and that she didn't. She may be in a position where she thinks that she should be the one that has someone and maybe you shouldn't. She's one of those friends that is, you know, bitter and jealous. And she can kick rocks, honestly. At the end of the day, if I read this and I didn't know your ages, I would have said you're in your early 20s. It would have been, you know, just started going to the bar. You know, you're all single. You just got your first mans. But you're 32 years old. John is 35. Sarah is 31 years old. Real adult relationships happen. Okay, Sarah, let me talk to you for a second, Sarah. This is me to you. I've had relationships like this with people, and I've had friends like this who I had to move on from because it became a very toxic mentality of, why are you hanging out with this person all the time? Why do you not have time for me anymore? Why don't you go to the club with us? It's like, because I'm not that person anymore. I'm growing as a person, and maybe we just don't see eye to eye on things that we find fun anymore. I don't want to go to the club. I don't want to go to the club and get drunk and be going off dancing. I want to go hang out and play some board games with my friends and my mans. You know? It's one of those things where it's like, she's not growing up and she's not realizing that y'all are in your 30s. You and John are growing a life together, and you guys are a pair now. You're a couple. You come as a 2-pack, okay? Girls' nights don't happen all the time. Like, honestly, when you're in your 30s, I don't think girls' nights are really a thing. Maybe, like, very sporadically. But if you find a partner that you want to spend the rest of your life with, why does it have to be girls' nights? Guys' night? It could become so toxic. You can have your girls' night, you can have your guys' night, but sometimes you just don't want to. You shouldn't have rules on when one of the people can come that are outside of your control. It's like, I want to hang out with everybody. I want John to come too. It's like, no, he can't come. It's just girls. It's girls' night. It's like, okay, you can do that every once in a while. But if she wants to bring John, then she can bring John. If you don't like it, then hey, maybe don't hang out anymore. Sarah is not invited to Harpy's hen party. Ask Harpy how that shit worked out. I isolated her from everyone who loved her, and now she's all mine. Oh my god. Girls' night when, though? My boyfriend is better of a best friend than my best friends, or else I'd be dating them and not him. Exactly. Your partner should be your best friend. And at the end of the day, if your relationships with your girlfriends and your partner are completely separated to the point that they don't want you hanging out with him, that's toxic behavior. That's honestly very toxic. Having non-couple friends can be awkward, especially for bitter singles. Yup. It can get so toxic so quickly because it's these people that are single and they don't want to be single, but maybe they're trying to live their best single life, but they want people to be suffering through it with them. It's fun when you and all your friends are all single and you're going out getting blackout drunk and crying about how you're single. But when you're the last one all alone and everybody wants to bring their John with them, suddenly it's not so fun for Sarah anymore. Reality starts hitting a little harder. And I'm sorry, Sarah, but maybe it's because you're a bitch. I don't know. You know? I don't know. It's like that anti-Valentine's Day party that suddenly is a party of one. I know. That's so rough. I hate that. Snorlax, thank you for subbing. I appreciate you. Seriously. Yeah, at the end of the day, you are not an asshole. I think you need to have a talk with Sarah. And she does need to grow up. She really does need to grow up. I think that your other friends are also being toxic if they don't want to sit down and talk to Sarah. I think you guys are all not doing the right thing for Sarah. If you guys are her friends, instead of just saying, you know what she gets, oh, that's just Sarah, she's a fucking bitch, you sit her down and say, hey, we all feel this way. Because sometimes people don't even realize how people feel. They think it's just one person being a bitch and that they're in the right. But if it's a bunch of you sitting her down and talking to her, she might get the message a little clearer, you know? Are you the asshole for telling men to get fucked when comparing beds? From Streamer Royale on Twitter, the capture of your face from Maya was amazing. I was so proud of you. Yes, I am 100% the asshole. I thought it was hilarious, though. The fact that she had these little tiny bunk beds was so fucking funny. It ain't their job to raise Sarah. Of course it's not their job to raise Sarah. But if you want to keep Sarah as a friend, if you want to be Sarah's friend, right? You were deciding to be Sarah's friend, then be a friend to Sarah. If you don't want to be a friend to Sarah, then don't be Sarah's friend. If you are taking on the responsibility and the title of being a friend of Sarah, then act the fucking part. And if you're not, move on. Sarah is clearly a bitch. Clearly having some issues. But at the end of the day, it's your choice to stay and be your friend. So either help her out and be a friend or move on and don't. That's your decision. That's not Sarah's decision. You know? What do the comments say? Okay, let's search through the comment. Not the asshole. Sarah was overstepping. John both needed electricity and very respectfully stayed out of the way so you can have your space. It is not fair for Sarah to demand every trace of his presence in your life to be removed. Exactly. Because you're intertwined. You know what? Can we just... John is a Chad. John is a fucking Chad. What man is like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. Can I come over? Is that okay? Like, my power's cut. I got nowhere to be. I promise I'll stay out of your hair. He completely separates himself from the girls' night, does not intervene at all, doesn't get jealous of the little girls' night. It's just like, I'll do my own thing. I'm just watching the game. I'll be over here. He's just sitting here, not even seeing Sarah. They lock eyes one time throughout the night while he goes to the toilet. John is just minding his own business. Sarah's sitting there like, wow, John. You've ruined everything. I cannot see one trace of male genitalia. I cannot sniff it from even a mile away, or I will lose my shit. Sarah cannot be in the same house as a male without losing her fucking mind. How dare you, John, existing near me, Sarah, the queen. Them's the rules. OP. This is what I tried to explain to her. I have had controlling boyfriends before who have tried to exert themselves into every aspect of my life, and Sarah has experienced that at its worst. I'm glad I'm with someone now who can respect the boundaries and understand that couples need time with their friends as well as each other. He felt terrible and apologized to my friends for imposing, but he kept to himself the whole night. Sarah has been having a tough time lately because she's alone, and I want to be there for her, but she can't expect things to always go her way. John! Oh my God, John, you sweet little butterfly. Stop it. John's trying so hard. You can tell it's a newer relationship and that he just wants the friends to like him. He's like, oh my God, I ruined your girls' night. I'm so sorry. Oh my God, Sarah's having a tough time because she's getting what she deserves. Yeah, she's realizing at 31 that maybe she's the problem and she don't like that so much. John exists, Sarah, so I took that personally. Oh my God. I think you should leave Sarah and be with John. Wait a second. That is what you're doing. Sarah's fucking crazy. I can't. Not the asshole. Okay. Last two. Do we want to vote again? Okay, let me see. I'm gonna pick these two. Let's do these two. Close all these ones. So I have 2 left. Last 2 of the night, okay? Sarah's biological clock a ticking. Yep. Okay, first title. We're gonna vote on this one, okay? We're gonna say asshole, not the asshole. By the way, we were all wrong in that last one. Majority voted asshole, not the asshole. Don't get tricked again, chat, okay? Am I the asshole for not letting a pregnant woman cut in line? Ooh. I was correct. Okay, I'm proud of you guys that were right. Am I the asshole for not letting a pregnant woman cut in line? I'm gonna go with not the asshole. I feel like I'm getting baited. I feel like I'm getting baited. Bait title, not the asshole. I feel like I'm getting baited because, like, I also don't give a shit if you I don't think you'd have to let a pregnant person cut in line. I'm also, you know, a piece of shit. And if I get on the train and I sit first, if a pregnant woman comes on, I'm fucking tired. I'm staying sat. I ain't giving up my seat for no old mans, pregnant womans, unless they really be struggling and I got energy. But if I'm dead, I'm dead. I might as well be old and pregnant, okay? I'm sitting in my seat. Y'all can stand. If you can't stand, don't take the fucking train. If you're struggling, you can't stand, and you need that seat, I don't know, maybe take a different means of transportation, okay? Take an Uber. You get the whole car to yourself, honey, okay? You and your old bones, your baby gut. Fuck them kids. Fuck them kids. I asked for not letting a pregnant woman cut in line. Ooh, some people are saying everyone the asshole. Only 3 people said asshole. Yeah, I'm gonna go with not the asshole. Okay, we'll see. Not the asshole, and then you started talking. And now I am the asshole. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Thank you to the people that are subscribing to the YouTube. I do really appreciate it. Let's see. I think we're close. We're 700 people away. There's I promise you there is 700 people in this chat right now not subscribed to the YouTube. Take a moment, go to the YouTube, just click subscribe. If you like this content, you'll like that content. It's the same content. It's me. It's Am I the Asshole? It's other segments. You know what? You can just watch these ones. I subscribe. Thank you guys. Seriously. I appreciate you guys. It's free. Put a little smiley in chat if you're subscribed. I don't want to. Fine. But I'm still gonna beg you to. Because that's what makes a true creator. Constantly begging for the chat to do things. Should I unsub and sub again? That doesn't do nothing. Look at all those smileys. It doesn't matter if you unsub. It's still gonna be the same number. If you unsub, resub, doesn't matter. You're the asshole if you're not subscribed. Okay, so you guys are saying not the asshole. Let's see if we're right, okay? Am I the asshole for not letting a pregnant woman cut in line? Throwaway. I'm native, but also on the phone, so sorry for any errors. Okay. I'm doing my finals at uni at the moment. I'm a workaholic and a really methodical person due to traumatic experience and to help with this. I'm a workaholic and a really methodical person due to traumatic experience, and to help with this, I usually make a very rigorous schedule outside of my classes that I do not let myself break. I have my day part in times to study, do homework, sleep, eat, shower, and rest. Rest is usually anything but work, even if it's silly or just a waste of time. This time I was craving something to drink, but I wanted to go outside, so I went to the new cafe a few blocks down the street. It had a long line, like 12 people before I arrived. My rest time is usually 40 minutes, and I deducted that I would take at least 20 to 25 just being in the line. But it was okay because I was outside and was my rest time, so I just waited. Okay. Very scheduled. A little OCD uptight, but you know what? It is what it is. Well, 30 passed, and there were still 2 people in front of me. I started to get nervous and thought about just leaving and going somewhere faster like Starbucks. Luckily, the first person was attended really fast, so it was just one and then me. The woman with, 6 or 7 months pregnant, asked if she can go first. I felt like a douche, but said no, I had my time counted, and if I let her go first, then it will take more time than I wanted to. She said she wouldn't take long, so I asked what was her order, and no kidding, she said she wasn't sure yet, but maybe 2 frappes. I said no, because then it will eat my time and I had to go back soon. She gave me a dirty eye, asked the guy behind me, and he said yes. To be honest, nobody looked at me bad except her. Maybe because I was heavily checking my watch every 2 minutes, everyone could have seen I was telling the truth. I ordered my drink and arrived just in time, but the woman is still in my mind. I feel weird because she was pregnant. You're not the asshole. You might have a little, you know, you might need to see somebody about your OCD. You have extreme time constraints on things. But if you're happy and it works for you, then it works for you. Just because you're pregnant, you shouldn't get a free pass to cut everybody in line. Wait your damn turn, or don't get the frappe. Or at least figure out what you're ordering. Figure out what you're ordering before you even ask. Don't cut somebody in line with no idea what you're getting and sit there and, should I get the, You don't even know. If you don't know yet, then hey, ask somebody else to go in front of them if you really want to be that guy. But just go to the back of the fucking line. Jesus Christ. If she's buying 2 frappes, why doesn't the other person line up? Exactly. Who's the other one for? Why is she getting 2? Why is she getting 2? She shouldn't be drinking frappes anyway. You're pregnant. You're pregnant. You shouldn't be drinking 2 of them for the baby. One's for the baby, one's for her. The baby can stand in line then. Pregnant. Pregnant. Pregnante. Pregnant. Pregnant. Pregago. Pierogi. That's on you. You took the semen into your vagina. And now you got baby. So guess what? You wait in line. Or go get the mans that impregnated you to wait in line. It ain't on other people. They didn't impregnate you. They didn't put that baby in that belly. You stand in line like everyone else. Because then what? Every single old and pregnant person that walks in just keeps getting to the front of the line? What? Like, are you kidding me? Can get pregnant. Sex? Preach. I stayed in line like everyone else. Yes. Unless if you're really struggling, this is what I would suggest. If you are really struggling, the person that's behind you in line, say, hey, do you mind if I sit until it's my turn in line? Just because, you know, I'm pregnant, I can't stand for that long. Do you mind if I just sit and then come back when it's almost my turn? Yeah, sure. That's the non-asshole thing to do. You don't want to stand in line? Fine, sit. Make it known to the person behind you, hey, I'm still in line. I'm just sitting because I'm pregnant. Okay, fine. I can give you that pass. You know, you're carrying a lot. You know, you're carrying for 2. But, yeah, being reasonable is asking way too much. But yeah, at the end of the day, you're not the asshole. Hey, you know, claps in chat. We called it. We were right on this title. I feel like we called this one perfectly. Line is most democratic. I take the parking spot for the expecting mother's lane at the grocery store. Am I the asshole? Probably. Yeah. 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 If it's, maybe. Maybe. They do gotta walk far. Maybe that was a little bit more controversial. I could see that one a little bit more. Last one of the night. Okay? Last one of the night. Last title. Last one we're gonna vote on. Then we're gonna wrap it up. Am I the asshole for refusing to give my husband the new Wi-Fi password? Am I the asshole for refusing to give my husband the new Wi-Fi password? What do we think, chat? Let's see what you guys think. Ooh, Fuck men, not the asshole. Fuck men. I'm gonna say I put in my vote, but I'm not gonna tell you what I voted. I put in my vote, but I'm not gonna tell you what I voted until the vote is over. Let me play these for a minute while this is going through. Tanuki Dabs, thank you for the 5 months. Ooh woo, memes, ooh woo. Thank you for the 200 biddies. Let's go. I'm too tired. Get your own seat. That's what I'm saying. Thank you for the 7 months.
Love you bunches. Def not the asshole.
Appreciate it. Def not the asshole. Vex702, thank you for the 14 months. Clever Spread, thank you for the 11 months. Robot Eating Hot Dog, thank you for the 1 year. Poisoned Thivey, thank you for the tier 1.
Did you know that 65% of the people on YouTube are not subscribed?
What? 65% on the YouTube are not subscribed? Subscribe now. Oh, wait. I'll give you the time. Have you done it yet? Have you done it yet? Okay. Thank you. Never, never, no. Damn it. Mootsie, come on. I even read the first comment for you, Mootsie. How? Yes, Mom. You don't point at the graph in your YouTube viz, so it's on you. I do. The graph, look, I point. Here's the. Look at these stats. If you're on the wrong side of this, fuck you. There's your stats. Subscribe now. Just got here. I'm late, but great job on Saturday. Thank you. Appreciate it. Delicious stats. Subscribe. I read a comment today that said, you yelled at me to subscribe, and I actually did. So it actually worked. And I'm pretty sure in the video, I just yell subscribe. I'm trying to be better at making call to actions, because apparently you need to do that. I just made it 70%. Let's fucking go. I'm poor Sag. Callie, it's absolutely free. I'm talking about my YouTube. Just go and click subscribe on YouTube. It's totally free. Totally free. Absolutely free. Helps me. Just 2 clicks for you. Clicking on the link. Clicking on that sub. Appreciate you. Again, let's go. When do we get some stizzy? Again, we just did interesting as fuck last week. I think we're trying to make it into a video. It might be short, but yeah. Okay, last one of the night. Thank you to the new subscription guys. What do? Coutons.
Sup, Alluux. As usual, past 2 a.m. just passing by. Keep up the good stuff.
Appreciate
She's
it.
going to crash.
Thank you. Okay. Am I the asshole for refusing to give my husband the new Wi-Fi password? What did the chat vote? I'm sorry. I missed the vote because I was yelling about subscribers. What was the final result? What did you guys say? You said asshole? I was also going to say asshole. Did the majority say asshole? Yeah? Okay. So we're the majority. Everyone the asshole? What actually won? Chat voted asshole. Thank you. But some people are saying everyone's the asshole. Okay, let's see. Am I the asshole for refusing to give my husband my new Wi-Fi password? My husband, 30-year-old male. Hey, look, it's Mike. Hold on. Hey, look, it's Mike. Thanks for gifting a sub. If you do ! speak, and then whatever you want to say, you have text-to-speech now until the next person gifts. See, you're right down here. My husband, a 30-year-old male, and I, a 32-year-old female, are going through some financial struggles right now. The reason for that is because my husband lost his job. He didn't earn much anyway working retail, being overworked and underpaid. He said the reason he lost his job was because of his narcissist boss. Money is tight, and the loan fell on me completely to provide for us and pay for everything, including the Wi-Fi. He promised to look for a job, though. Uh-oh. My husband started spending most of his time on his phone. I keep asking if he's looking for a job, and he'd say yes, but it's been 3 months now. And I grew suspicious because retail jobs aren't easy to find. I'm assuming she meant to say, and I grew suspicious because retail jobs are easy to find. Aren't that hard to find. On the other hand, I found myself paying so much towards Wi-Fi service because of his endless activities on the internet. I didn't say anything until I ran into his former boss at the supermarket. The good old supermarket. Ran into it at the supermarket. Okay. We talked about my husband, and I brought up how we fired him, but he looked at me confused and told me he didn't fire him. Uh-oh. My husband quit with his own will after giving him a long rant about how he was sick and tired of working retail and that he never will work in this field again. I was shocked and also fuming. I went home and confronted him. He admitted that it was true and asked me to understand because he was fed up with having to work as a server for a rude, obnoxious people who don't respect him the way that they should. I asked what he was going to do then, and he said he was been thinking about going back to school. to earn a respectable degree and work a decent job. I asked where he would get the money to go back to school, and he just shrugged and said I could start a fund for him with my salary because, like he said, he will no longer work retail. I lost it at him and told him I won't save money for anything we can barely manage. Oh, and by the way, I told him I was losing so much money on Wi-Fi service, so I changed the password, prohibiting him from using the internet again until he started help paying for it. He got mad and shouted about how I was robbing him of his rights to use the internet, but I say the internet is a privilege, not a right, but he called me selfish and unsupportive. I left for work later, and he kept calling me and telling me to give him the password, but I kept refusing. Okay. Everyone's the asshole. And y'all need to go to some therapy for your marriage. Y'all, everyone's the asshole here. I think they both suck, honestly. He's more of an asshole, right? There's degrees of assholeness, you know? He's massive asshole. He lied to you, said he got fired. First of all, that's so fucked up. He quit, but then lied and said he was fired. Has been telling you for the past 3 months that he's been looking for a job, but he hasn't at all. He's just been couch surfing, letting you pay for everything, and literally just lied and said he was looking for a job when he wasn't. That's some psycho-ass behavior, okay? That's some psycho-ass behavior, man-child shit, okay? I don't understand. Where do you live? Why do you not have unlimited internet? What are all these bills that he's racking up for using more Wi-Fi? That's got me confused. In Canada, most companies don't have unlimited Wi-Fi in Canada. Like, there's not like unlimited data plans on mobile. So I'm assuming she's saying like mobile data he's racking up or something. Like maybe they have like, you know, a bundle. She needs to throw the whole man away. Yeah, I agree, Harpy, honestly. Then they dumb. Hotspot, maybe? They're rural, very normal for folks in rural areas to only have cellular data or very limited satellite. I agree, but it's just weird that she kept referring to it as I'm paying so much on Wi-Fi service. It's like, okay, very strange. I think that she's saying that he's using too much data. I don't know. She said he was thinking about going to school too. He's just been goofing on his phone for 3 months. Yeah, some apps take data regardless of Wi-Fi, and Wi-Fi is too weak. It takes data. Yeah, I agree. But it's just because she's like, I'm getting all these bills on Wi-Fi. But taking the Wi-Fi password away should mean that he's spending more money. Because he'd still have access to data on his phone. This all be suspicious. This whole post be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. You know? This, I don't know if this is a fake post or she just doesn't understand how shit works. No steak for you, hubby. No steak for you. He racks up data charges for not having Wi-Fi. That's what I'm saying. Maybe she doesn't know the difference between Wi-Fi and cell data. Yeah, I think she's just, the phone bill is going crazy. She doesn't understand. But this will probably be costing you more money. So that don't make no sense to me. You should probably be looking at what these actual charges are. You know? He probably doesn't pay for the phone. So you're saying that he only has a phone that works on Wi-Fi? That seems strange too. A lot of places have data caps on home internet. Xfinity by me has caps unless you pay for the most expensive plan. I agree. There's a lot of people that have data caps, but I'm saying she's refusing to give him the Wi-Fi password for his mobile. And I think... No, he's using the internet on mobile. So I'm saying that the majority of the costs should be coming from using his data instead of Wi-Fi. But either way, everyone's the asshole because he lied to her. He should have been getting a job and all of that shit. But being like, I'm not giving you the Wi-Fi then. It's kind of just like, kind of childish. You don't get the Wi-Fi then. And he's like, you give it to me. She's like, no, I didn't want it. It's very just high school childish. Very dumb. I don't know. I think either you need to like put him in his place and be like, you need to be doing this. What the fuck is going on? Have a real adult conversation. Don't just take the Wi-Fi away and think that's going to solve anything, because it's not. Because if he genuinely needs to look for a job, he can't do it without the Wi-Fi probably. So, I mean, they aren't fucking children. They are children. Yeah, they be children. Yeah. My word choice was poor. How old are they again? In their 30s, correct? He's 30 and she's 32. 30 and 32. Like, come on. No, right? They're in their 30s, bro. They're in their 30s. Let's see what the comments say. Not the asshole, but what a shitty marriage. Yep. Are you sure you want to be married to an entitled lying man you have resorted to treating like a toddler? True. Marinara flags. Marinara flags. Marinara flags. What is that? Instead of red flags, it's marinara flags. All right, I give up. I'm waving my Alfredo flag. Damn, over here waving a whole pizza. I guess instead of the color of the flag, they just use different foods. Okay. Pesto with envy. I love this marinara Alfredo pesto thing, and I hope it sticks around forever. Italian? No, buddy. They are the internet's words for the colors. Okay, what's the next one say? It's just one long thread. Where's the next? What's the next post? Are these all just... There we go. Thank you for bringing back... Oh, god damn it. I am missing the reference and would be most grateful for a link or general thread subject for the pasta. Never mind, I found it. Now I'm hungry. Okay, well. I wish desktop would collapse like mobile does. Yeah, I don't... Click the line all the way to the left. Oh, it does collapse. There you go. Okay, not the asshole, but you have bigger problems than a password. Yup. Very helpful. Thank you. Very helpful. I've been using Reddit for like 8 years. I didn't know that on PC. Girl, same. I had no idea. See, I would be the woman that takes away his Wi-Fi and then ends up with a bigger bill because of data. Okay? Data or data, chat? Data? I don't know. Opie has a kid. Him. Find a good family law attorney. I pray you don't have kids. Yeah. True. Last one. Not the asshole. Whatever he's been doing for the last 3 months isn't job searching. Unless he's looking for jobs he's underqualified for, given his disdainful of retail. Especially if he's using enough internet to become a financial drain. He's lied about his last job with his boss and how he parted from it, and only admitting to lying when you confronted him with the truth. This is the time to reevaluate the relationship, knowing what you do now, and whether you think it's worth taking a chance on your husband or not. I agree. I agree fully. You are not the asshole. You're not the asshole. Maybe a little bit of everyone's the asshole, but the majority of it lies on him. He is a man-child. He has lied to you for the last 3 months. He's been using you for the last 3 months. Throw the whole man out. Wave the fucking whole pizza-ass flag, Alfredo flag, the marinara flag, all that shit, okay? Yes. But with that brings us to the end of Am I the Asshole? Our nice little Monday stream. I streamed for a little longer today on a Monday because I wasn't here on Saturday because I was doing the Streamer Royale. So I hope you enjoyed. I had fun. Did you have fun? I had fun. Let's see. Who can I find to raid? Let's see. Let's find someone to raid. And we're grateful for it. Any plans for this week? I'm trying to think. What do we got going on this week? Today is Monday. Well, we're streaming Wednesday and we're streaming Thursday. I don't really know what's coming up. Are VTuber streams still going to be a thing? I don't know if VTuber streams are going to still be a thing because they don't do well. So I don't know what to do for that. I do enjoy the VTuber streams and I have put a lot of stuff into the VTuber streams. But I don't know. Should we raid Minx? Let's raid Minx. Yeah, I don't know. What, like, for the people that are here, like the VTuber streams. Yes, no, maybe? I told you I gotta use Twitch tags, girl. Make VTuber friends. I know, but the problem is I only do it a very short amount of time on Wednesday mornings. So the regulars come in and they're confused. And then it's like I'm trying to pick up a different audience. But then that's not really my core audience, you know? If you're here, join the raid. Join the raid. Make it beefy. We got 1,100 people in here, but there's only 870 in the raid. Thank you for the stream, Alex. I had a lot of fun. Type in chat if you're here, even if you're lurking. Not a fan personally. Yeah, I know a lot of people are. You have a VTuber? I never knew. I do. I do have a VTuber model. VTubers are toxic. Stay away from them. I've also heard that. I'm like kind of a VTuber. It's just me talking like I normally do, but with a model so I don't have to get ready. You know? I like the VTuber streams here. Thank you, Hotshot Panda. I appreciate you coming out of lurking for me. Appreciate you. To reactions with VTuber, I could. Hotshot Panda, thank you for the prime. Thank you guys, seriously. I've heard toxic too. Yeah, there was a whole bunch of drama in the VTuber space recently. I'm a different whatever works. Yeah. What if you made a specific skit that's just for a VTuber stream? It is, well, my VTuber model is just for the VTuber streams. There was drama. Oh yeah, VTubers getting canceled because behind the scenes toxicity. But yeah, go give some love to Minx. She did fucking great on Saturday and she's a hell of a human. So go give her some love and I'll see you guys back here on Wednesday, same time. Bye!